Good evening, spooky people, and welcome back to the Bar with an X. Tonight, your bartender with an X is not just Cameron with an X, it's Jack Skellington with an X. I dressed up for the evening. It's basically Halloween, right? So that's what we're going with. to everybody popping in. It's basically a Halloween stream. It's technically the day before Halloween, but I did dress up for the occasion because I don't plan on doing anything tomorrow. It might just be working. But welcome back to everybody. Tonight we got some Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories back on the menu for the evening, as is natural. We haven't gotten all the way through the game just yet, and I do have a pumpkin spice cocktail that I kind of want to give a try this evening. It kind of fits the whole attire. It's Halloween, it's pumpkin, it's also pumpkin spice season, and I happen to come into possession of this entire freaking jug of pumpkin spice swirl syrup from Dunkin, and will it cocktail? I think the answer is probably yes. To everybody who's popping in here early, I see Brad on multiple occasions. I see him on the YouTube and on the Twitch side. The Upper Diamond popping in saying, hello, Beetlejuice. Oh, no, I'm Jack Skellington this evening. Can't you tell I've got my face stitched together? Also didn't do the white face paint either. That's just not my style. I see Stephanie popping in with a wave as well, and also a username that I cannot even fathomly pronounce. It's just a bunch of squares and maybe a little H in the middle. I'm gonna choose to pronounce that ha. And that's all I've got. Happy spooky day. Hey Jack, where's Cam? He's in a graveyard right now. He's out digging his own grave for a little while. I told him that he could only come back if he gave me a recipe for another recipe to use this pumpkin spice syrup in. The first thing he said was whiskey sour, and that's when I gave him the opportunity to go out and dig his own grave. In order to come back, he's gonna have to come up with something a little more creative than that. So that's the cocktail I got for y'all this evening. This is kind of my best attempt at using a pumpkin spice syrup from Dunkin' Donuts, which does contain milk apparently, by the way, in just a random recipe. Not really random. I like whiskey sours, and I figure if you've got some milk proteins inside of this swirl syrup over here, then maybe it'll translate well to something that usually has like an egg white or aquafaba in it. I don't know, but I'm gonna give it a try and see what happens. And hey, if it winds up failing, that's okay. I mean, I guess we can just put this in a shot glass and take that. That's Halloween energy, right? It's sweet, it's disgusting, it's not wrapped in plastic like a lot of things on Halloween are, but hey, that's just how it is. Pumpkin spice Negroni? Interesting. I wonder how sweet that would actually get. That'd be interesting. I see Square with an X, Square with an H actually saying, have y'all seen the ad when it says Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice? Yeah. Did you see the movie Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice? Maybe if you say it enough times, it'll actually appear. So, again, I got this container of pumpkin spice swirl syrup from Dunkin', and I've had it actually for quite a while, and I kind of just wanted to figure out what we could use it in for, so this is what we got going this evening. If you've got ideas for how else to use this, keep them in mind, because by the time that I finish this cocktail, like in an hour or so from now, I'm a very slow drinker, we might need more ideas. So that's what we're gonna go with. In order to make this, I'm gonna grab a cocktail shaker. No ice in this. We're gonna dry shake this first. And we're gonna need an egg. Specifically the egg white. There's a very squishy egg in here. I shouldn't shake it around very much. We'll see. We'll see whether this is good or not. Last time I pulled from one of these eggs, it was okay. So I'm hoping it'll be okay. Dunkin', not a sponsor. Not a sponsor. Tina Holloway popping in saying, Jack Skellington, that's your bartender this evening. Bartenders with an X around here. So I'm gonna do is crack this egg, hopefully get an egg white on top of it, and hopefully not egg yolk, in which case I'm just gonna have to start all over again. That's fine. It's a very syrupy egg. Is it good? Is it good? Good egg? Looking like a good egg so far. Starting off strong, with an egg white. Get on in there. Come on, come on. Get the egg white in there. I believe in you. I believe. Chat, do you believe? Because I believe. Oh no! The egg yolk is totally, it's totally fine. Which is fine, because I've got a container for this. There we... Did y'all see that? That was weird. It's just like, this... I have yet to figure out what my favorite egg separator is on the stream yet, but this is not my favorite by far. The egg yolk just slipped right through the grate there. That's not supposed to happen. It's not supposed to happen. And this egg white smells fine, so it's great. Tina, welcome in. Pull up a seat to our bar. We make cocktails here twice a week at least. Take your egg yolk. Don't waste it. Have it for breakfast in the morning. Or eat it raw. You won't be hearing any complaints from me. I see Brad saying might just be a sneaky yolk. It was a very sneaky yolk. So we got an egg white in here so far. We're gonna dry shake this. Oftentimes when you're mixing with egg whites, you want to emulsify the egg white first, so we add all of our other ingredients on top of it, shake it without ice first to get everything all put together, and then shake with ice. So I'm actually gonna swap containers because I have some acidic ingredients that are gonna go into this. So I'm gonna put them in the other side of my container first, so that we don't accidentally cook the egg white while it's still sitting in the other side of the container. The other ingredients I have here, 2 ounces of whiskey, some of this pumpkin spice syrup, again, it's from Dunkin, not sponsored, and some lemon super juice. So let's go for that. I'm gonna use the Bar with an X's blend of whiskey right now. I don't even know what the heck is inside of this, but the last time I tasted it, it was pretty cinnamony, so I feel like that's gonna go well in this particular whiskey sour. So let's go for it. Let's do 2 ounces of this. That's the ratio that I like to use for my whiskey sours. 2 ounces of whiskey. And because this is the infinity bottle, I have to fill it back up with something else. I got this bottle of Elijah Craig Straight Rye that I've been sipping on for workshopping purposes, so I'm gonna fill it back up to the top with this. Just a little thing we like to do around here to keep things spicy. Spicy like rye whiskey, naturally, obviously. I'll put this back up here until we need it the next time. Easy peasy, easy peasy. IR Hut says rent is due. Rent is due? Well, I hope that you take cocktails, because I've got one coming right in your direction. It's free, it's on the house. Will you let me stay another month, I hope? So let's see, we've got some whiskey in here so far. What else we need? Pumpkin spice syrup. If you have Dunkin' pumpkin spice syrup, join the club. I have no idea how well this is gonna mix. We're gonna see what happens. Let's try it, right? Let's take 3/4 of an ounce of Dunkin' pumpkin spice syrup. Don't ask me how I came into possession of this. Don't really think I'm allowed to tell you. And if I did, I feel like it would put one of my friends, like, just throw him under the bus. One of my friends from the other side. You know, because we're all dead down here, you know? Death. It's a thing. It happens on Halloween. People die on Halloween literally all the time. It's gonna be great. And next, finally, we need to sour ingredients. We get some. I got some lemon super juice. You gotta shake this thing. That's what you gotta do. Let's wear my makeup. It's okay. I'm a mixologist, not a makeup artist. So this is what you get. We're gonna do 3/4 of an ounce of some citrus. I'm using lemon super juice. That's the citrus I want to use. It's just kind of what I have been using. Now, what I'm doing here is a very, very simple whiskey sour template. It is quite literally just 2 ounces of a base spirit, 3/4 of an ounce of something that is sour, like lemon juice, for example, or lemon super juice, and then taking the equal part of that in some sort of sweetening agent. I've got pumpkin spice syrup here from Dunkin. Again, they didn't give it to me. I got it from somebody else. And I'm just gonna kind of mix it together with a little bit of an egg white to make sure we get a nice foam up on top. This should look and probably taste pretty good. If all goes according to plan. Amy Chow, I see you popping in. How's it going, Amy Chow? Brad saying bus robbery. Rob the bus. How you doing, Amy Chow? Good to see you. So now that I've got all my ingredients together, I'm going to dry shake this for a little bit. So, no ice. Give this a shake. Keep it together, keep it together. And now we'll add some ice. How's the music doing it for y'all? How's the volume, by the way? I just recently changed some audio settings. Apparently, I keep clipping out my microphone because I'm just too damn loud, so. That's on me, dog. Add some ice. And then we'll shake things. There we go. Now give this a wet shake. That means with ice. It's a little difficult to shake in this jacket. I'm just saying. All right. I see Glitchy Sky is saying the volume is good. It's good for everybody. Brad keeps saying, I keep saying, this is cocktail stream. This is cocktail stream. Technically, this is not a cocktail stream. Sometimes we do showcases where it's just all the drinks, but I don't have that this time. So now, let's get a glass. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna serve this over a cube, because that's just kind of the way that I like it, but you do what you do with your drinks. I ain't the judge of it. Well, you got a couple other things going on here too. Right? So first, grab a glass, put a cube in it, because that's the way I like it. Then, let's bring the cocktail angle over for the pour, and then we'll do a couple of garnishy things. We're gonna do some garnish stuff. It's good stuff. Whiskey. Oh, wait, Mitchell, I love that. This is cocktail stream. Wait, actually, I'm gonna do it with the beat of the song. Oh, this is like the reframe part. Hold on, here we go. This is cocktail stream. This is cocktail stream. Cocktail stream. Cocktail stream. Cocktail stream. Cocktail stream. Whiskey sours in the dead of night. It's so good. I love that. I'll be expecting these lyrics a little more fleshed out later. We've still got a day until Halloween, people. Still got a day until Halloween. All right. Grab a strainer. We're gonna double strain this. It's gonna help with our foam. Go for it. There is a bit of a head on that. There is indeed a head, and I think I kind of like it. I see Diamond saying, I wasn't able to get any sleep last night. Horror movies. Might leave again. Don't worry about it, dude. Pop in as long as you can. Now, let's finish this off, right? This ain't fully garnished yet. You're never fully garnished without a smile. So they say. So they say. What I'm gonna do is first take a little dehydrated orange wedge, put it over the top. That seems kind of folly. Then, we're going overboard on this. Going real overboard on the garnish. We'll take a grater, put some cinnamon over top of this. And then, oh, there's one more thing. There's one more thing. Do some cinnamon. Freshly grated cinnamon. It's really as much as you want to put on there. It smells freaking beautiful, dude. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Then, one last thing. I got this little thing of Bitter Cube bitters. These guys are awesome, by the way. Bitter Cube, not sponsored, but like their cherry bark and vanilla bitters are so, so good. So I'm just gonna dot them around the edge. On some other whiskey sours, this will look a lot cooler. But this is what I got. How's that looking? It's a pretty tasty looking. Honestly, that doesn't look half bad. If I told you this is Dunkin, would you still drink it? I think I would. I would. This looks delightful. I see Brad saying the only responsibilities I have is just to not eating the crumble cookies that Aaron gets. Dude, you have crumble cookies and you're not just scarfing them down your throat? You got more self-control than I. In any case, this is a pumpkin. Whoa, that's not what it is. It's a Dunkin' pumpkin. This is a Dunkin' pumpkin spiced whiskey sour. Using this big jug of pumpkin spice syrup that I got from a Dunkin' friend of mine. I will not tell you who they are, because I wouldn't throw my friends under the bus like that. Also, we're dressed up for Halloween. Hello there. Dude, this smells so cinnamony. This is amazing. Oh my gosh. This is good. Let's give it a sip. I'm gonna be honest. It's not terrible. It's not really, really good either. It's just kind of basic. It's actually kind of basic. Those pumpkin spice notes are actually kind of muted. It just feels like a base whiskey sour with a little bit of like, I'd say there's cinnamon and clove in there. But that's like, well, you know what? As opposed to other whiskey sours, it's a little more syrupy. It's a little like sticky on the tongue. That's very interesting. I've yet to ever mix with a syrup like this in a cocktail before. Granted, I've made lattes with stuff like this before, but never a drink. It's not terrible, though. It does kind of have, like, it just kind of looks like a latte, too. But you're getting more than a latte. You're getting a whiskey sour. Prepped, you know? It's all good stuff. I see Brad saying I'm saving them until Aaron is here, and I see Imichow completing the song, too. That's beautiful. Oh, man. I see Cole Minas popping in there and said, hey there, what's your favorite type of apple? I'm putting together a list of streamers' favorite apples as a personal project. I'm actually not a big fan of apples. Oddly enough, if I had to pick a favorite, Fuji? But that's just kind of a shot in the dark of the deep of the night, you know? And I see Anarchist D-Girl saying, what the F is this? The F stands for cocktail, and that's my only answer for you. This is not bad. It's not, honestly, it's not the most balanced cocktail I've had. This could be sweeter. Usually, what we'll do in whiskey sours is we'll add an equal proportion of sour to sweet in the base template. This is just 2 parts of a base spirit, 3/4 of your sweet, 3/4 of your sour, and the syrup itself is not as sweet as I anticipated it to be. Usually I'll do a little sweet testing beforehand, but I didn't want to. I just went with it. This is totally, never tried this before. We'll do it live, right? I see Aiden saying, you should wear Oogie Boogie costume next Halloween, only if my dearest partner will create it for me. Actually, she's the one who made this costume, so if you think this looks good in any way, aside from the makeup, I did all the makeup. But all the costuming stuff, she completely handmade this entire little wig here. She made the thing, she hand embroidered every single line that you see on this jacket, and it's just absolutely, absolutely beautiful. No problem, Cole. You're welcome on the apple choice. Trying to think. I guess Granny Smith, it would have to be like a second favorite, only because like it's unique in terms of apples. Food flies in here, my goodness. Anyways, Brad says if you're looking for a mod answer, Granny Smith. Oh, you said Granny Smith, and I didn't even see the thing. Granny Smith are great for sours. Anyway, this is good stuff. This is a rather quick one this evening. Let me do a little bit of cleanup around here, and I think we're pretty much good to go. Honestly, what we usually do, if you get in here early, is we'll make a little cocktail, and then we'll proceed into playing the game as we do every Wednesday and Monday. This is kind of what we do around here. We make cocktails, we drink them, we play the game, we come back, maybe we make a little bit more, and this is kind of how we do. So if you're new, now you know. And you can tell the usual Barter when he eventually gets back here, so. I see Imicha saying, yeah, Cam, how's our abomination? It's really not that bad. It's not that bad at all. I would say that it's not as sweet as I like my sours, so the syrup itself is not as forward on the sweetness. And the flavor of pumpkin spice, like this tastes like a pumpkin spice latte when you mix it in a latte. When you mix it in a cocktail, those pumpkin spice flavors are kind of muted. It's honestly just, it's like a sticky whiskey sour with a hint of spice to it. Most prominently, cinnamon, and that's because I grated cinnamon all over the thing. Like, the syrup's not really pulling its weight here, to be perfectly honest, but, you know. I see Mitch saying, no, the bottle abomination. Oh, how's that looking? Oh, your abomination? This is what it looks like. It's not completely clear. I think we need to do some fining on this to actually get it to be crystal clear. There was a little layer of clear on the bottom and cloudy on the top, but that's how that's proceeding right now. I just haven't gotten around to figuring out what else to do with it yet, so. I see Siva saying the costume's really good. They did a very nice job. Oh no, she did great. The entire costuming stuff, she's great. We do cosplay stuff all the time. If you wanna, if you're interested in more of the cosplay stuff that she and I do together, it's a CALROSI_cosplay on Instagram. Or she's putting all her stuff up there. You're into sewing, that's the account to follow, not this thing. If you like cocktail mixology and video games, good place to be. Cole saying, have you ever considered leaving cosmic crisp apples in gin or whiskey? The sweetness could be either good or bad. It could be a fun thing to do. I would think if you leave apples in anything, it's going to wind up doing some combination of good or bad. The last apple infusion that I did, Cole, was using Granny Smith apples in... Gosh, what did I have in that thing? It was just vodka. It was Granny Smith apples and blue raspberry Jolly Ranchers and vodka to try to make a more sour-forward blue raspberry liqueur, like, on my own. And it came out okay. The Granny Smith apples, I feel like what you gotta do, my recommendation if you're gonna infuse your apples with spirits, unless you're keeping it in there for a really long period of time, make a syrup with it first and back sweeten it after the fact, or you can cook the apples and get a nice like roasting to them. But based off of my current experience thus far, the Granny Smith apples do pretty good, but like when you mix them with something like Jolly Ranchers, the flavor gets completely muted, at least in my experience. Oh, goodbye. Have a great day. I'm gonna play Red Dead Redemption. Oh, go for it, Aiden. Peace out. Thanks so much for popping in to begin with. Mr. Arsis, happy Halloween. It's almost there. Technically, it is Halloween on certain parts of the world, right? By the way, in case you're wondering why the heck I'm just sitting here at the bar and nothing is happening, it's because there's technically an ad break supposed to happen in 5 minutes, and I think I can kill 5 minutes of time before that happens, before we jump into the game, because otherwise it would just be awkward, right? So if you got questions on cocktail mixology or just want to shoot the shit out here, talk with a skeleton. It's fun stuff, right? Michael, what's going on? It's Halloween. Well, it's almost Halloween. It's the day before. But I don't stream tomorrow, so I work tomorrow. So I dressed up today. Because this is basically, technically speaking, if we stream long enough, we will eventually make it to Halloween. I think that's valid, right? Brad's like, lists every type of apple you know. List every single type of apple I know? Fuji. Red Delicious. Golden Delicious. Granny Smith. I just learned about the, what was it? The Cosmic? The Cosmic Apple. I'm gonna say the Cosmic Apple that Cole was mentioned. Cosmic Crisp. I've never tried those before. There's a Pink Lady. I know those are pink apples. Macintosh. iPod. I got 8 so far. I'm thinking in terms of the apples. Diamond says, I'm in a call and some joker's telling me to insert not stream appropriate statement here. I mean, what do you got? I mean, if it's really bad, our mods will just like, oh, actually, I'm not supposed to encourage you to poke the bear in such a way, let alone poke the skeleton, let alone to poke the mods. But hey, if you think it's really bad, just like DM it to me. I laugh. I laugh sometimes. Well, now that I'm dressed up in my costume, does anybody else have any Halloween plans? What are your costumes supposed to be looking like? This was kind of, this costume was something that my partner was working on pretty much all year round, specifically to try to get it ready for Halloween. And I think it came out really, really well. Really, really well. Brad's like, don't poke the bear on the skeleton bear, or the skeleton bear. To be fair, if I saw a skeleton bear, I'd probably poke it. Or at least I'd think to. Actually, no. Real talk. I'd be fucking terrified. I'd be like, what's going on? Actually, I'd probably stay quiet. No, I bet I could be as loud as I want to, because if it's a skeleton bear, it doesn't have earlobes. And it doesn't have eardrums, so it wouldn't be able to hear me. Right? That makes sense, I think. To answer the prompt, Brad's saying, in due fashion, I'm definitely wearing their hockey jersey all day tomorrow, because you gotta do the Canes versus the Boston game. There's hockey going on. Who doesn't trick-or-treat? I don't actually trick-or-treat very much. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I don't tend to go around door to door. When I have a child one day, I will absolutely go out in full-on costume to go trick-or-treating, but me, a near 27-year-old man, walking around saying, can I have Snickers, please? Nah, just ain't my vibe. It really is not my vibe. Not these days, at least. I see Cole saying, very true, but just plain apple. Plain apple, just plain apple. You've less oranges, Cosmic Crisps, and whiskey, and also let strawberry cream savors in vodka. I'd highly recommend the cream savors in vodka. Let it sit for a week. A lot of candies. Think about it. Candies are designed to go in your mouth. Your mouth is mostly water anyway. A lot of candies you can just stick inside of whatever spirit you want to. Chances are it's likely going to dissolve, unless it's Swedish fish. If it's a candy that has some sort of like wax in them, like carnauba wax, which is present in Swedish fish, it's not going to completely dissolve, but it will get kind of goopy. That I can tell you from personal experience. I see Anthony saying, I'm an adult. Can't do it, man. Can't do trick-or-treat. I mean, trick-or-treating, I would still say counts if you go to like your other adult friends' places and trick or treat. I live in the center of Philadelphia, so I am not about to go around, granted, a mid-20-year-old man saying, trick-or-treat! I don't think, again, not the vibe. Not the vibe. Would not do it for myself. But if you're like a trick-or-treater and you go around despite the fact that you are, technically you shouldn't grow out of trick-or-treat, I think. It's a spirit, you know? It's a spirit of things. But, you know, the whole going to people's doors, knocking on them, ringing them, and then subsequently expecting something only to walk away without anything in return feels a little one-sided, you know? We can all be adults about that. Brad's like, you could trick-or-treat at the Giant and then buy all your candy. You could. Walk into the Giant and be like, trick-or-treat! And then you hand them $20 and you take the bag of candy and you walk away. You take your pillowcase into the Giant, you shove it full of candy in your Halloween costume, and then you take it up to the self-checkout and you begin to take out each bag and you boop, boop, boop. 85. Okay, okay. Take out your wallet, pay with card, and then you shove it back in your sack and you walk away. Briskly, with receipt in hand, just in case they want to check you. There is a way to trick-or-treat. If you're an adult, there is a way to trick-or-treat. That's what I think, you know? Oh my gosh. I see Imicha saying, I haven't gotten a trick-or-treat in years. Kind of excited. Yeah, wait, you were telling me that you are going trick-or-treating, right? We can still have fun around here. We totally can. Diamond saying what's funny is that the statement was the first thing the user said in the server. Oh, that's interesting. Could you imagine the first thing you say in a community to be something controversial or potentially to get somebody banned? I don't know about that. Cole commenting on the combinations as well. From Cole's personal experience, be careful with oranges though, as all that juice inside the oranges turn into shots. I guess it depends, right? Like if you cut an orange, there's not a lot of juice in it, unless you squeeze it, in which case, it depends on what you're going for. It's not as an infusion if you're getting a lot of juice in there as it is with just kind of letting things sit. If you're in the mood for orange stuff though, orange peels, that's basically how they make limoncello. Everclear, peel of citrus, bit of sweetener, you've got cello. You've got cello. Also, there's an ad break running on Twitch, so if you're into that stuff, here we are. Now note, I'm a very new YouTube monetized streamer, and I found out that you can monetize the live streams on YouTube. But because there are no ads to begin with, unless I'm told otherwise, there shouldn't be any ads on the YouTube side. If there are, please let me know. I'm new to this. But if you misbehave, I'll run an ad on you. I will. I'll do it, YouTube. We like money to purchase Halloween candy for our children. I don't have any children, but if I did, I'd charge you for it. I would. I see Diamond saying we already informed Ahmad about it. Good on you, man. Good on you, man. Being a very, very good member of your local community. Anthony says, no ads, please. No ads, no ads. I will mention though, and please, by all means, YouTube, this is not me trying to shell out money from you. Please, do whatever you can to watch the things that you enjoy for as little cost as possible because we're all just trying to get by. But apparently you can now join the YouTube because there's a membership option that I turned on the other day. It's basically the same as Twitch subscriptions. All it basically does is give you some emotes, give you a little badge and stuff like that. We've got some channels in the Discord that if you are a tier 1, 2, or 3 on either platform, will have access to the same, like, sub-member exclusive channels. And, like, it just goes back into the bar. I get to buy more bottles of stuff. I get to buy better glassware, buy more equipment, get to do techniques and whatnot that people only in, like, culinary institutes and fancy restaurants get to do. I swear, YouTube, I'm saying, because Twitch is still experiencing ads right now. If we get enough ad revenue to buy a Spinzall 2.0, like a freaking centrifuge. Oh, dude, sky's the limit. They're like $2,000 though, so don't feel like you got it. That's my bill to pay right now. I see Cole saying no juice, just slices. They absorb the alcohol, lose a lot of the flavor. The alcohol, on the other hand, takes all that orange flavor and gets infused. And the peels, oh, no, I see what you're saying. We're talking about the two-way infusion of things. Nah, that's fair, that's fair. And peels, they really do amplify the flavor. Type of oranges as well impact the flavor, yeah. I've never done any specific orange peel infusions, other than just I think they're just the navel or Cara ones that I can get from just my local grocery store. I've wanted to do one with blood oranges. And I know the peels are not necessarily like a dark red blood color. The juice in the inside really is, but I want to see what would happen. I just haven't done it yet. I don't really do seasonal cocktails or anything like that, except for something like this. This is a notable exception to that. Usually I'm doing inspired drinks from video games, and they don't really correspond with seasons and stuff, so haven't gotten around to it. But I have been really curious because I want to know if that color specifically infuses into the spirits so I can get like a crimson red orange vodka, for example. That would be so cool. That'd be really cool. I think at least. Cole, you actually strike me as the type of individual to do a lot of mixology work on your own. What other kind of weird things have you done? We've got some weird stuff over here, but you seem to be deeper, almost in a deep level as well. So if you want to share, by all means. I love talking about this stuff. It's great. It's great. I'm done with blood orange. The color of a clear one does change. That's so cool, dude. That's so cool. I'm gonna have to put that on I gotta make that as let me write that down for my reference. Blood orange infusion. The beauty of having a blackboard behind you is I can write whatever I want to up there, because I'm really forgetful. Pixie! Welcome in, Pixie! I like Pikachu's tiny little witch hat. That was Anna's idea. Isn't that cute over there? I see Cole asking too, is there a way I can contact you so we could talk about this on call? Yeah, dude, like, I'm on Discord. Anybody's free to talk to me on Discord, DM or otherwise. If you take advantage of that chat, I will remove the privilege. I will. And Imichow's got an ad report. Well, while I'm going through the ad report from Imichow, could I have a mod set us to the game, and then we'll very swiftly switch over to Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories. That's why it's on the board over here. We had ads from Ritz, Wicked the Movie, that one looks actually pretty good. Nissan, Verizon Home Internet, Ghirardelli the chocolate, Freedom Care Home Care, Tyson Dino Nuggies. Dude, it's been a hot minute since I've had a Tyson chicken nugget. Dude, I'm adding that to the infusion list. Tyson chicken nuggets. Tyson chicken nugs infusion. That sounds absolutely freaking wild, dude. Tyson Dino Nugs, PlayStation 5 Pro, Subaru, and FanDuel Casino. I would also like to do a PS5 infusion, but I don't have that. I don't have that, unfortunately. All right, let's get ourselves to the game, shall we? I've been talking long enough. Let's play some Kingdom Hearts. All I gotta do is put my... Hold on. I have to do big mode. There we go. There we go. I can turn my volume up. How does this look, chat? I've got my headphones over top of my wig. I can actually hear things pretty well. This is actually totally fine. This is great. Alrighty then. Now all I gotta do is switch us over the game, unless we did that already. I can't tell. I've got the power to do it. Set game. There we go. I see Cole on the YouTube side saying, I'm talking about for the live. I'd love to let everyone here know what else I've done in my personal experience. Now, we keep those on lockdown, but you can feel free to talk and chat. I know it's probably a lot of typing. But we appreciate it. There we go. Let's jump right into things, shall we? Brad's like, sorry, I'm eating cookies. Oh, that's totally valid. You could have also said that I'm just ignoring you right now, and I also would have expected. Technically speaking, I'm Jack Skellington, not CameroxnWithAnX. Who am I to tell you what to do on his stream? Glorious! Welcome in. Good to see you. Dressing up for Halloween, Glorious? Or not, that's okay. Nice costume. Oops, excuse me, I did not mean to burp at your response there. Thank you. All the textile wear, I mean, for those of you who have been in chat for a while, like, we've probably showed up the costume a couple of different times. But Anna made the costume, and I just did the makeup today. There we go. I see Mean Machine popping in saying, if you're voting Trump, I'll subscribe. I'm not telling you who I'm voting for. That's my business, not yours. If you want us to talk politics, you gotta pay extra for that. I will say, though, I do want to do a duck infusion at some point. Meat infusions. That's reminding me of, I don't know why. You said Trump, I thought Donald, I thought duck, I thought lamb hattons at Andrehem, which is a meat-infused cocktail, and it was so good. Let me tell you about the lamb hatton I had at Andrehem. Andrehem? Anyways, we had some visitors, specifically Brad. We love that guy. And he's been hyping up the lamb hatton to me for a little while now. And it was really good. It was like if you've ever had cooked lamb before, the lamb hatton was all the spices that you would expect in like a well-cured cut of lamb that's been cooked, but in a drink instead. Like, the thing that I can liken to it the most was if you've ever had Chinese 5-spice, which I really wish I knew what the 5 spices in 5-spice were, but I keep forgetting what they are. But it's spice forward. It's mostly spices. And the lamb hatton was very spice forward, specifically the spices that I've had when eating lamb before. It was really cool, actually. And I think they do a custom infusion for it, so cool stuff. Oh, don't do it. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it, please. Okay, hello there. It's a drink I think the most about how you curate it at home. I feel like you'd need some spices. Maybe, dude, maybe we just get close enough to a mixologist at Andrehem and we just ask him about it, right? What'd you say, dear? Oh, is that my dearest? No way. Yo, this is not Cameron speaking. This is Jack Skellington speaking. Sally just walked in the chat. Looks really good. Hold on, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Hold on. Now I can hear you. If the wig works, I think it looks pretty good. Are you warming it though? Chat, you have no context. Do you want to show off your Sally? Hold on. Let me get out of this battle first, because this is annoying. Cole, I see your message there. One second. I do plan on joining the Discord as well, so we can chat further too, or possibly get out of calls from the other combos. Cinnamon candy and fireball freaking burns in the throat. You know, it's funny. We actually got gosh, I cannot remember. Is it Southern Tier? I think it's Southern Tier Distilling does a candy apple whiskey, and MHO actually brought that over the other day. That's solid. It's an artificial candy apple flavor though.
What flavor are you going for?
It was a candy apple.
What are you trying to go?
I'm just talking with Cole about apples. Variety of things. Chat, y'all want to see my Sally? This is not a euphemism. I'm gonna show you my Sally. And would you like to show your Sally? Okay. Here she goes. Sorry, that's the wrong one. Wait a minute. Here we go.
Okay.
There we go. This is my Sally.
You have shit.
Oh, get this stuff out of here. Look at my Sally.
Very fun.
My Sally's beautiful.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out which bra actually works with this. I think this one works.
I think it looks really good. You look very humble. A very humble Sally, I think.
Yeah, this is a very long dress.
It looks great. I like your toes, by the way.
That's. I'm gonna have to. Wear
You can't see them, chat.
this.
That's fair. I'm wearing pants right now.
Well, because I'm biking.
You can't prove anything,
tomorrow.
but Southern Tier has some good stuff. I'd agree with that, Brad. I would. No, it's cool. So let me ask you,
Okay.
Jack Skellington Sally.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part about making this outfit?
Crocheting all of the details on Sally. So she has like all of this is hand crocheted, and then we have circles.
Do we want a
all over
cocktail
that.
angle? Do we want to get close?
How are we getting this curled? This one was like weird. Cause you had to like swirl it differently.
Dude, she literally
Yeah.
dissected a dress, put it into pieces,
No, I
and then
had a
rebuilt
pattern
it.
for
Oh, you
a
had a
dress,
pattern?
and then
Sorry.
I took the pattern.
I'm not the expert here.
And basically
You were the
cut up
expert here.
different pieces. So these were all scraps. And I had to like cut them all up, and then I put them together based off of the pieces. So you can tell like most of them end on the side
It's so
here,
cool, chat. It's so cool.
and like, but you can see like these are both the same yellow and stuff. Yeah.
It's so cool. Dude, it's so cool.
Yeah. Cool. Yours was horrible. I hated yours so
Yeah.
much.
Dude, she individually sewed every single... This is all thread, chat. Every single one of these is a single thread.
Yeah.
It's wild.
That
So
and Cameron
cool.
doesn't do synthetic wigs. So
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
my
wait a
first
minute.
attempt at a wig.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is my second attempt. I think the
That's
second
good
attempt did a
stuff.
lot better.
That's good stuff. Check this
Yeah.
out. My hair is underneath here. It's just a wig.
It's a helmet.
It's a helmet.
You put it on top.
There
of
we
it.
go.
It's not gonna
It's so cool.
There
It's
we
so
go.
cool. I love my partner, Anna. I love her so much.
This is basically a helmet.
Oh my god.
Look how big my head gets.
I see Gloria saying too, dang, you have a whole jug of Dunkins. I don't officially have this. Don't tell anybody.
You can get it.
Don't tell
The
anybody,
internet has
Glorious.
it. I just don't know how they got it.
It's true. You can buy this on Amazon, but there's one left, and it's from some weird, sneaky. It doesn't
You
look
go
official.
on.
It's not official. It's not fun official.
You go through eBay. You can find a lot of them.
I say H4 Hookus popping in, saying, "How can I send you money?" Quite simply, there's a subscription on Twitch and a membership on YouTube.
Did you set up the membership?
It's easy. We do.
Good job. Oh, you have white there.
I do. Wait, yeah, I have a little bit. I have some grays in here.
Peppery.
I have the gray.
Cameron's be creamy.
Glorious is like, no Dunkins in Canada. It's true, there isn't. I tried to find one, there are not.
You can go on Amazon.
Oh, I see that there.
Oh wait, not Amazon.
I see Michael Litteris saying, big love from the UK. Rock on, Michael.
Hey.
I see the joke.
All right, I figured this out, so now I can take this off.
Go for it,
Not on
dude.
stream.
So long, Sally. I'll see you next time, Sally.
Oh, I need to sing melody.
I miss my Sally already. I see Brad saying the wig is great. Was just eyeballing that jacket a few weeks ago. Dude, it came in. She made it.
What do you mean it came in?
It came in. She made it.
No,
It's great.
I dyed that one from a small one that we got at Goodwill.
It's so cool, dearest.
To match the pants.
It's so cool,
that was
dude.
navy blue.
It is so cool. Oh, yeah, dude, okay, so I am wearing red pants. They're just regular pants. They're not the actual pants, but the full outfit was two completely different jackets and pants, and they had different colors on them. And Anna dyed one of them. Tell me more, Anna.
So basically, I had to take a charcoal dye, a black dye, so I had to do a synthetic and a natural dye because...
Actually, come a little bit closer. I adjusted the microphone settings. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, so I had to take a synthetic and a natural dye in order to get this to catch the color. And
How many-
I had to wash
yeah.
it out multiple times and then try to match it to the pants. Match it to the pants were black.
Dearest, how many hours did it take you for both of these costumes?
Mine was probably about 65.
You said 55 or
Mine
65?
was 65.
65 on Sally. Just about. Mine had to be at least 100, right? Had to be at least 100.
Yours was probably yeah.
120.
Because I had to go back and
180 cosplaying hours on this one outfit. It's beautiful.
I just do duo cosplays.
Yeah.
Because I don't like doing
We got a question from Pixie Flowers saying, are you self-taught?
Yes.
Yes, she did. She's so good.
I want to eventually get taught. There are so many finishes that I realized like I don't do, and I would like someone to instruct me on how to.
We've got a couple of different budgets on this stream. We've had a blender budget before. I think we had a sous vide budget. I don't know what the other budget was. And a sewing budget? And a sewing budget? For more things like this, it's so good.
I mean, you get so every year a Halloween costume always has to be Disney because that means I can't do more than one Disney cosplay.
Yeah.
Next year's gonna be Sora's. We just haven't figured out which.
Oh, I forgot! I forgot! You said you were. Oh, it's gonna be so cool!
We're gonna be two.
Oh my gosh. Anna wants to do different Sora costumes. I'm so down for it, y'all. Kingdom Hearts has completely changed my life. Yet again.
It's fun.
Glorious is asking, first of all, did we try Tim Hortons while we were in Canada?
No, we didn't.
I didn't even see any.
There's a Tim Hortons like nearby my.
There's actually a Tim. Yeah, there's a Tim Hortons around here though.
Oh, is there?
I haven't gone to it though. Glorious is also asking, when you cosplay, do you cosplay when we go to cons? Yeah, we do. Yeah,
my
we do.
only so like a lot of people ask for pictures, and my only like requirement is that if you're gonna put it online, you just tag me.
Totally.
I like seeing my own picture.
Dude, drop the handle.
Not what?
Plug the handle.
Oh.
Plug the Insta handle.
I like it.
Just say what it is, dude. It's Calrosi
Calrosi.
Cosplay.
Yeah.
Calrosi _ cosplay. CALROSI _ cosplay on Instagram.
We still need to post pictures of this.
Well, you just finished them the other day, didn't you?
I finished them over the weekend.
Today's my first day debuting this. I think my makeup looks pretty good. Technically, I put on the makeup yesterday.
Where the
Somebody had to.
wig wasn't done,
Yeah.
and I didn't hodgepodge everything, so like everything. This kind of has a little more detail. Because the hodgepodge is.
That's good stuff. Yeah, it's
Hodgepodge
good.
makes things stiff.
Yeah.
Take this.
Anna, if they've got questions about the cosplay stuff, can they just reach out to us on Instagram?
Yeah, if they're on the Discord, I also have it. I think on my Discord.
Anna_WithAnX is also in our Discord too. If you want to talk about cosplay stuff there, we got
Semi-permanent makeup. This is waterproof makeup.
semi-permanent.
Or some of it's.
So what I've got around my eyes is a product called Snazaroo, not sponsored. It's water. It comes off with water. It comes off with water. I got some.
The red is really hard to take off.
Liquid eyeliner. Wait, the red?
Do you remember Ruby and Sapphire?
Oh yeah. Well, no, that's because we applied it incorrectly.
No. That year we applied it properly.
Oh, are you sure?
That's why it was so hard to take off. Because we didn't
I thought that was the first time.
It looked like it was like.
Yeah. Well, Snazaroo is pretty good.
Yeah, that was
Some colors stain.
some colors.
You don't want your body
to
stained.
get off. The blue does not. The black does not. The white is okay. The red takes multiple showers to get off.
Yeah. Right.
Multiple. You look like you're sunburned.
That's fair. By the way, if you're joining in chat now, you may have just seen a little recipe pop up down below. I forgot to put it back up, but that's the cocktail I'm drinking this evening. We do cocktails every night. Every stream night, that is. It was really cool. Dearest, thanks again for making this, my Sally. My Sally with an X. Who's your ex, Sally? Is it Jack?
I don't think Sally has an ex. She was kind of just, she was sewn together.
I have no idea where I'm going in this.
No,
I was gonna check, but I just got into a battle, so it ain't right. Thanks, dearest. And thank you for sharing your costume with chat. I greatly appreciate it. Test successful? Test successful. And that's all we can ask for. Looks good. So I think all's gone well. All's going well in the world with an X. Good costumes, good holidays, good drinks, good company. And that's what I like. That's all I could really ask for. There's only one thing I could really ask for on a night like Halloween. Just no tragedies. No tragedies. No eggs thrown at my window. No toilet papering, also on my window. No children, also on my window. I don't want it. I've reached the limit of map cards. Yeah, likely story. Where am I going? This is kind of a... It's anybody's guess. It's anybody's guess where to go. I'm gonna go north. North? North? That's not north. Is this north? This is north! That's what I want. That's what I want. Strong initiative. I'll do that one. Pixies like sins, not tragedies. Sins on Halloween night. Not tragedies. You know, technically speaking, the night before Halloween is supposed to be Mischief Night, so tonight's Mischief Night. I dressed up for Mischief Night, so I can call it Mischief. The question is, what kind of mischief are we getting ourselves into? Right? That's what I gotta wonder. I see Stephanie on YouTube saying your wife is wonderful. I agree. I agree. It's pretty cool. That's one of the 20,000 reasons that I married her. And I think cosplay was number 18,735 or 36. It is arguably hard to keep track of. I really should put a Excel document together, but I just haven't yet. I see Pixie saying, this is the first year I didn't put any pumpkins outside. This is actually the first year in a while that I haven't even carved a pumpkin. I was between things. Like, so I gotta be honest with y'all, chat. Like, there is a certain piece of being a content creator where I'm like, what things are and what things aren't content. And I was like, oh, well, if I carve a pumpkin, then I've got to carve it on stream, right? I got to show it to the people and make it a piece of content. And I got so stuck in the logic that I was like, you know what? I think for my own sanity, I'm not going to carve a pumpkin. I'm not going to go out and buy a pumpkin because I'll feel too tempted to just, like, make something, like, make a show out of it. Breaks. Always give yourselves break, chat. Don't burn out. Try not to, at least. Pixie's like, so I guess no use will smash them or bite them if they are youthful squirrels. It was so funny. We did see some squirrels completely chowing down on a couple of pumpkins down the street. I didn't really, like, it didn't click with me at the time, like, why they were going onto the pumpkins, but, like, they gotta eat. And there's seeds in there. And the seeds, you know, they're like nuts, essentially. Ooh, the gaming channel is subscribed. Well, the entire gaming channel. Pull up a seat. Welcome to the xbarwithanx. I see Glorious Sin is a multi-animator video to this song for Warrior Cats, but if you've never read Warrior Cats, you wouldn't be interested in watching it. I didn't read Warrior Cats, but Anna certainly did. One of my other favorite parts about having, you know, Anna in my life. This is reason number 645, actually. Reason number 645 that I'm really happy to be married to my partner/wife/partner in life is that we have differing interests. So just because I might not be into it doesn't mean that she's not into it. She might be into it. And if she's really into it, she'll tell me all about it. I talk her ear off about cocktail mixology because that's one of the things that I'm really, really into. And sometimes it's too much, so then we sit back and watch some anime, which we're both into. Her into, like, romance and dramas, and me into anything that could make you question your reality. Or, like, body horror is pretty cool. I'm into the macabre, cerebral pieces of media. It allows me to retain my young glow. Or something like that, you know? I say Glorious saying they made Warrior Cats into an animated series and was going to be a movie, but it changed. Interesting. Warrior Cat, how long has Warrior Cats been around for, Glorious? Because I remember talking about Warrior Cats when I was still a child. This had to be like elementary school, so I was like 10. So that means it's been almost 20 years. Has it really been that long? If so, really, I'm getting old. It was funny, I actually saw, I saw my younger cousins the other day. And oddly enough, this was super interesting. I was talking to somebody from a next generation, right? Very young people, children. I was talking to children in my family. And they were talking, I saw that they were downloading, I think, Genshin Impact or something on their Switch. And I was like, oh, you play Genshin Impact? And they're like, yeah, but it's just downloading right now. And I was like, have you played any of their other games? And they were like, yeah, Zenless or Honkai. And I was like, yeah, all that stuff. They're like, yeah, one of them. How do you know about that stuff? I was like, oh, I play games. I stream them. They're like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then I asked the other one of them, I was like, what do you play? And they were like, Roblox. I was like, I remember, I did the whole, you know, when I was your age. Roblox was completely different. I was reminiscing upon Robux and tickets when tickets were still a thing, and asking whether or not they had made any particular worlds. And the answer was no, apparently, because I think you have to pay to make worlds now on Roblox. I haven't been on Roblox in a hot minute. But apparently, at least according to one note from somebody significantly younger than I, you have to pay to do that. I think that's kind of silly, to be honest. What happened to the creative energy, Roblox? There's also a ton of games on Roblox now. Like all like the games that were on there, like they've always been that way. But like there are legitimate things that people can play on there. And I guess what's the difference, right? They're just games that are popular enough to go beyond the Roblox like platform. Like something Battlegrounds. There's like 3 different Battlegrounds games, but they're all like referred to as if they're their own games, but they're in Roblox. You go onto Roblox to play them. Really, at least I've heard it articulated this way before, that Roblox was like the first metaverse. And all the other metaverses, I just can't wrap my head around. I see Imichow saying, I think I'm doing what is a fanatic of the Warrior Cats series. Warrior Cats, am I right there, Imichow? I mean, if somebody would take the time to walk me through the lore of Warrior Cats, and if a game exists for them out there, I'd make some drinks based off the Warrior Cats. I don't know if that's of interest to people. I make inspired drinks. That's my specialization. I see Annie saying a recent research report found that Roblox is a, quote, pedophile hellscape for kids. No way! Whoa. Roblox really wants to be taken seriously, but it's so bad. I mean, I think of it this way. No matter where you are in the world, if you've got a place that, like, children flock to because it's really popular for them, there's always a danger involved with that. Always. It's unfortunate, but, like, there are freaks in this world, you know? I see Cole saying I've actually got a new drink setting right now. Actually, Wildberry Skittles in Tainton Bay Blueberry Vodka. It's about halfway through the process since I let it sit for a week. Usually, that's solid. Cole, do you usually if you do candy infusions often, do you usually let that sit until it's completely dissolved, or is there a certain level where you're like, I've gotten enough out of this? Or are you like me, and you taste like every hour or every day or so? I was gonna say the longest infusion I've done was 7 days for the Legend of Zelda drinks that we did, but actually I did some longer infusions way back when I'd made my Nochino. A recipe, not my Nochino recipe, I got it from a book called Nightcap by Karen Newman. Very good recipe. And has lasted all these years. Take this. Yo, Nahivi! What's good, homies? Ooh, I'm liking the costume. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, when I was putting up, I suffer from anxiety, yo. Social anxiety, can you believe it? But before the show started, I got really anxious. I was like, I don't know if somebody is gonna like my costume. I don't know if they're gonna like it. And I got really, really anxious for a little bit, but I'm a performer too, so I got ways to cope with that. So I was like, you know what? Show must go on, and if all else fails, I can improve upon it when I go out on Friday. And so far, y'all have been very kind about it, so thank you. Props to you, chat, for not ripping me to shreds about my makeup job. Or ripping my wife to shreds about her sewing job. If you insult the costume, you will be banned immediately. Nobody insults my wife. Except for me. I see Cole saying I usually do a week. Give it a shake at the halfway mark so stuff doesn't get stuck at the bottom. Very fair point. Solid logic. Solid logic. Cole, you got me thinking of things that I've been wanting to try but haven't tried yet, or if I did try them, I'm just not at a point where I feel like sharing it with y'all yet, because I'm a perfectionist. Not really. I'm just a jokester. But I saw a while back, I was trying to do a coffee infusion, and I tried to make it so I wanted to see whether or not you could completely take all the color out of a coffee infusion while still retaining the coffee flavor. And I wasn't able to do it based off of the knowledge I had at the time. Just very simple clarification techniques. Filtering and clarification. Either through milk or otherwise. But I saw a video by Cocktail Time with Kevin Kaz making a clear espresso martini using oil washing, where the concept is basically you take whatever flavor you're trying to get, coffee, for instance, and you infuse the coffee into oil. And I want to say, I can't remember whether the color transfers to the oil or not, but the flavor most definitely does. And then you take the infused oil and you oil wash a spirit with that, and it will transfer very, very little color, but a lot of flavor. And I wanted to give that a try for the longest time, but I just haven't gotten to it yet. It's on my list of things to try. And one of the things that I've been trying to get a little bit better at is for the cocktail stream. By the way, cocktail stream has been announced, y'all. It's scheduled for next Wednesday. I'll be showing y'all 3 drinks inspired by Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. All of my own creation. CameroxnWithAnX's creation, not Jack Skellington's. Although he's a bit of a mixologist when it comes to the words of love for that Sally creature. I see Brad saying, the outfit's great. Now you get a chance to put the purple shirt in the laundry, it's true. Hey, wait a minute. Are you implying that I don't put my outfit in the laundry? I most certainly do. Obviously. It's in the laundry right now, just like it is at least 3 times a week. Obviously. My normal outfit gets washed 3 times a week. Once on Tuesday, once on Thursday, and then once on Saturday, just to make sure it's nicely fresh and smelling nice for Monday. I'm also being facetious. I don't wash it that much. It would lose all the color. Yes, sure. That's exactly how it works. I need more cars. Mar him with the Mickey? I was implying that. Of course you would. I'm a very clean boy. Despite the fact that every once in a while you'll see things flying in front of the camera, totally according to plan, it's Halloween. Almost Halloween. No, but one of the things that I've been trying to get a little bit better about, I'm still very new with content creation. This form of the show that you see here is still kind of in its infancy. It really hasn't existed for more than a year so far. And so one of the things that I tend to do with the cocktail streams is I'll make a bunch of drinks, I'll show you how to make them, and I'll tell you how to make like most of the ingredients, but like it's a live stream, right? I would much rather be able to share with all y'all every single thing that goes into creating the ingredients that are used in the cocktails that I wind up creating for the streams. Because to me, that's the spirit of mixology. A lot of people can do it at home. I do all this stuff at the comfort of my apartment with an X. And technically speaking, if you had the same time, the same know-how, and some of the same equipment as I do, you could do it too. And I don't implement that better than, let's say, channels like Cocktail Time with Kevin Kaz or some other like really great Instagrams. Can't remember any of them at the top of my head. It's getting hot under this outfit, by the way, but I do my best. So one of the things that I'm gonna try to do, at least on next week, is I want to show you all how to make all the home and ingredients. I want to show you all how to make it, with the exception of lemon super juice, because I have enough of that already. I don't need to make more. Or maybe I do. I don't know. That's what I'm playing around with. It's a live stream. I can stream for as long as I want to. I can edit it after the fact. And it gives me more time to chat with y'all, which is one of the, aside from being able to be creative on stream and playing games and enjoying myself, chatting with y'all is probably, at least in the top 3 things I like doing the most. It's like I got more friends on the internet. It's great. Pixie saying, how many outfits do you own if you're doing laundry multiple times a week? Oh, only, I have 6 of them. If I said any number other than 6, I'd be contradicting myself based off of information I've given previously. Naturally. So there's definitely 6 of them and not just 1. Obviously. Naturally. How many Jack Skellington outfits do I have? Just the 1. It took about 100 hours to make this one. So we only have 1 of those. And it was washed, I think it was washed one time, and then the threads on this got completely like up and like got all frilly and stuff. So the way Anna got around it was to add a little Mod Podge to each individual thread. Again, all done completely by hand. And it actually kind of kept them in place. It's a little rigid now, but it works. And it works really well. Actually great. Take this. Going back to what I was saying before about the pumpkins and stuff for Halloween, I haven't carved the pumpkins, I think, since last year. And I want to say when I carved the pumpkin last year, or it might have been the year before, I don't remember if it was last year or the year before, I think I used its guts to make a cocktail on stream. I think it was the Halloween cocktail, and I do not remember what was in it. I want to say it was just a simple sour, basically. Wasn't anything crazy. Nothing too wild. It was just garnished with pumpkin guts, which, I mean, it's pretty cool. It's just kind of messy. Pretty cool garnish idea, though, by the way. Just sticking pumpkin guts on top of your drink. Like, kind of hanging down the side of the glass. There's a picture of that drink somewhere out there on the internet. It was pretty solid. It was pretty solid. And I want to say it used... Oh, you know what? That's what it was. It was 2 years ago. And I know... I'm relatively certain it was. Because in the Halloween cocktail, I think I used some pumpkin seed orgeat that I had made for the Halloween stream. I think the day before, like sometime the week before. That was pretty cool. Like, if you're not already familiar with orgeat as an ingredient, it's usually an almond-based syrup that you usually add with a little bit of amaretto, a little bit of orange blossom water, and this recipe, you can technically make an orgeat out of anything. Any nut or seed or whatever. You can make pistachio orgeats, you can make cashew orgeats, peanut orgeat, and in this case, I made a pumpkin seed orgeat, which I believe the Spanish word for was pepitas, because that recipe was titled Pepitas Orgeat. That's really good. Nice, like if I recall correctly, it's been a while since I had it, but very roasty, characteristic notes. Because you roast the pumpkin seeds beforehand. And I don't remember whether we salted them. I can't remember the process too much, but it was nutty like an orgeat would be. It was really nice. Pepitas? Yeah, exactly, Annie. That's the one. Speaking of pepitas, where's my door at? I know I had reached the limit. Oh, I'm at a dead end. That's hot. All right, well, there's only one other way to go. And that's backwards. I could have just checked that, and I did not. That's great. That's incredible. All right, then. Well, here we are. At least the music's pretty cool. This is Cocktail Stream. This is Cocktail Stream. Cocktail Stream. Cocktail Stream. Cocktail Stream. Cocktail Stream. Damn it. Couldn't get to the rest of the song. I see Cole saying roasted pumpkin seeds and cinnamon. That's the combo, my guy. Can't remember what I added to it, but it tasted like fall. And you saying that, Cole, reminded me of a recipe. I'm gonna pull up the recipe because I'm not gonna do it justice. You say fall in a glass, and there's a recipe that I have specifically that is called the Michigander, like the state of Michigan, at least in the United States. And it's called the Michigander fall in a glass, and it was a really, really good cocktail. It really did taste like fall in a glass. And I'll get that recipe for you because it was really, really good. And I haven't had it in a while. Michigander, all while playing Kingdom Hearts 2, by the way. Mind you that. All right, this is the recipe. This was by a person named, where's your name? I know your name is in here. Jason Schiffer. This is by a bartender named Jason Schiffer, and it's got an ounce of apple brandy, an ounce of chinar, 3/4 of an ounce of honey syrup, and 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice. Is it really all that? That's all it is. I haven't had that in a while. Work that body. Do some twists. Do some twists, you say? I can do that. Absolutely. You know, it's funny, chat. I tried to specifically turn off the double messages on the overlay, and I thought I had it working, but apparently I was wrong. So, double messages. We'll try again next week. I see Michael saying too, my day was good until I had a bad migraine while you were bro. Well, I was bro? I'm always bro. No, that's fair. You had a migraine? Oh man, dude. I don't know too much about like dealing with migraines aside from I guess Advil or something, but I'm not a doctor, so you'd probably get better instructions on the internet. But for me, like a nice warm cup of tea soothes my head pains and my hangovers too. So just saying. Oh, busy's what you meant. Well, busy. I get you. Well, I hope it's a little bit better now, at least manageable by now. I know migraines can be tough. I thought I've had migraines in the past, but I've been wrong about that. I have apparently not had what's considered a migraine based off of the information about migraines that my dearest shared with me. She's the doctor. I'm not even going to bother trying explaining it because I don't know. But I see Cole saying fascinating. I'll have to give it a try later. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know why this felt so special to me once upon a time. Oh, I remember what it was. Telling more about Chenar any day, Brad. Any day. But it's basically the apple brandy, the chinar, the honey syrup, and the what else was in there? Was it lemon juice? I just closed my phone. I swear I'm playing the video game and not just looking at more recipes that I really miss. Honey syrup and lemon juice. It's that honey, chinar, and apple brandy combination. And I think it was because at the time, I didn't have Chinar. And I'm pretty sure I subbed it out with something else. My guess is I subbed it out with probably... I didn't have Chinar at the time. I might have used this bottle of Amaro from here in Pennsylvania called Vigo. But I don't remember. I'd have to go back to the stream and check it out. That was during the, I think that was during the basketball stream I did. Where it was drinks inspired by the teams playing in March Madness a year and a half ago. I think that's what it was. If you do wind up giving it a try cold, let me know what you think of it. It's been a hot minute since I've had one, but I've got all the ingredients. I would say I'll try it again later when I get to the bottom of this. Dunkin Pumpkin Whiskey... Dunkin... Oh my god. Dunkin Pumpkin Spice Whiskey Sour. Could be more heavy on the pumpkin spice. A little less on the sour. But it's a recipe. It's a recipe nonetheless. I'm sure it could be improved upon. What I was curious about is I've been doing a lot of clarification recently. A lot of specifically protein clarification with milk, cream, or otherwise. And I was thinking to myself, could you clarify the syrup? Would it maintain the flavor? I just haven't played around with it yet. I was meaning to, but when I was putting the recipes together for this stream, I just didn't have the time for it. We could try it though. You know what? I'm the bartender here. We can try it though. We'll just try it right now. I'm the bartender. I can do whatever the hell I want to. I want to try, dude. I want to try clarifying this. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, chat. And nobody's gonna stop me. This is pumpkin spice swirl syrup from Dunkin. I'm gonna see if you can clarify it and see what happens. Let's bring the cocktail logo over so we can watch what's going on. Oh, hello there, bar top. I'm so curious about this, chat. So curious. I have no idea this is gonna work. I see Cole saying, we'll definitely take a look into it. There's only so much alcohol I can fit into my dorm room since I'm currently a third year in college. Dude, preach on that. I started my mixology journey in college. The beers at the frat parties were just not that good, to be perfectly honest. So, this is a proportion of... What am I going to add to this? I'm going to do the same proportion of stuff that I did when I've been doing some other clarifications. I'm just going to add 2 ounces of this syrup mix, which definitely contains milk, to a snifter. Actually, I don't want to add this to a snifter. That's going to be disgusting. I will add it to a snifter, and I'm going to add a little bit of water to it, too, to make sure it's a little more liquid, so I can swirl it. Look at that. Oh, my goodness gracious. Let that go for a moment. I'm going to mix that with an ounce of water, just to keep things a little more liquid. With things that have protein, if you've ever had orange juice and milk together, which if you have, please let me know how it tastes. I've never done that to myself. You can curdle things, and when you curdle things, a lot of the heavier particulates, the stuff that are opaque, can get filtered out the other side, and it might come out clear. Maybe. And I'm curious to see whether we can get that to work. On its own, by the way. Pumpkin spice syrup. Very pumpkin spicy. Very that like that. Thick, very thick indeed, Annie. You got that right. I'm gonna mix this with a little bit of water, because it feels right. Just to dilute it a little bit. Make it a little more flowy. Let me grab a stirring glass. Let me have a stir on over here. Let's see, let's put this inside. Oh my god, wow, wow. Check that out, chat. That is interesting. That, like, bloomed. That bloomed, my guy. Oh my god. That, like, bloomed. That was incredible. That works really well. That works surprisingly well. I don't think I needed that much water in there. But now that it's a little more flowy, I'm gonna add some of that super juice that I had earlier. This is quite literally a citric acid, lemon peel type combination of stuff together that's supposed to approximate and last longer than lemon juice. I'm gonna add like quarter of an ounce in here. Will it clarify? Will it clarify? That's the question. Let's see what happens. Y'all are watching along with me, chat. Hopefully you can see. Lemon juice. I see Annie asking, what bloomed mean? It just looked like it. It just looked like it bloomed. It just looked like it started, like, it clouded up and stuff. It was very interesting. So far, still looking pretty thick. if this thing doesn't curdle, then it's not really gonna work. But I'm giving it a try, nonetheless. It'd be blooming. She had thick illicit syrup. Yeah, don't tell anybody I have this. But it definitely came from Dunkin' Donuts. Let's add a little bit more. Let's crank this up to about half an ounce of super juice. I see bubbles. Y'all see bubbles? I don't know if y'all can see that. We're trying. Even if it doesn't look like it's curdling, I'm gonna put it into a filter and see what happens anyways. This is all about mixology, my guy. I see Cole saying, don't know what you want to, but I've got my own type of mixed drink that I've found out to be flavorful, but will still allow the buzz to hit. Dude, do you have a recipe, Cole? We're always down for exchanging recipes. If it uses pumpkin spice syrup, even better. Consumption. Oh my, That's not bad. On its own, that's not bad tasting. All right, let's try to clear. I'm gonna just filter it. Doesn't seem to be doing anything here. I'll prepare a glass right here. Usually what I tend to do with these, I'll pop back out here, just so we can see things from a farther angle, so I can clean up a little bit. What I tend to do for my clarifications is I'll make the supposedly curdled mixture, and I'll put it over top of a filter and a funnel in one glass, and once it begins to come out clear, I'll swap it to another glass. I don't know if this is actually gonna come out clear, but I'm gonna give it a shot anyways. Let's grab a filter, grab a funnel, put 2 and 2 together, and see what the heck is going on here. And then we'll just kind of let that sit for the rest of the stream. Mixology, live. Live mixology. It's still so syrupy. It is still so syrupy. I don't think that's curdling. I'm actually kind of disappointed. I'm a little saddened by that. Very sad. Very sad. Well, we'll let that sit for a little while, and then we'll come back to it, right? See if anything happens, right? It's good stuff. All right, let's go back to it. Oh, was it? Someone redeemed a consumption, Cam. I did that. I put it in my mouth. Oh, another one. Oh, here we go. I'll take a little sip of my drink. I see Brad saying, too, I'm drinking a gin and soda because I drank all my tiny tonics just last week. Nice. Oh, that's the wrong button. Let's get back to the game, shall we? Hopefully with the right button. Right button? Correct button. There we go. Thank you for holding me accountable, Annie. I tend to miss things. Standing push-ups? Oh, come on. I can't even play the game with standing push-ups. All right. All right. Here comes the skeleton doing push-ups. That's not a fun one. If I was in the middle of a battle, that would have been a lot more funny. In my humble opinion. Brett's like, listen, I don't curate the workout list. You gotta bother the Disney Queen on that one. She's the one who made the list. I also have a distinct lack of space back here. This is not an excuse. I should be doing my exercises just as much as anybody else should be, chat. But, like, I've been workshopping, so the back of the bar is very cluttered right now. Imagine, like, what other streamers' desks are supposed to look like disgusting and filled with, like, scraps and whatnot. That's what behind the bar kind of looks like. I just try to be honest, yo. Just try to be honest. All right. Let's continue. Wish there was a redemption for swinging the Keyblade around, only so what, I could break glasses, Annie? Nah, no redemption for that. You can just ask me to and I'll do it. Like, it's not difficult. It's so easy. There's no need for a redemption for that, just ask. I just try to be a little more thematic about it. But hey, if you want me to swing my Keyblade around more often, then all you gotta do is ask. And preferably ask nicely. Annie says, LOL, your Keyblade handle is on upside down. What kind of idiot made that? It was you. You made that. And I think you only knew that it was upside down because I pointed it out to you because somebody else pointed it out to me in my TikTok comments. That was so funny. That was so funny. Damn it, says Annie. Oh, I got you. Cocktail lessons with corrections. Keyblade lessons also with correction. It's a slap on the Keyblade for you. No, not really. Slap on the Keyblade? There we go. Gloria's saying, did you know there was a second of Blood and Honey, the Winnie the Pooh movie? I didn't realize there was a second one. No. I haven't even gotten around to the first one yet. I mean, you gotta take advantage of the IP being out there while it is, you know? Not saying that it's gonna go away anytime soon, because I'm not a copyright lawyer.
Take this.
I ain't no professional, but I'm pretty sure you can combine Blood and Honey twice.
Take this.
Excuse me. I was actually thinking the other day, there's an account that I follow called The Martini Shot, who is very simple, also does inspired drinks. But whereas I do video games, The Martini Shot does movies. And they're really cool recipes. They're really cool recipes. One of the ones that The Martini Shot did, I cannot remember what movie it was for, but I want to say they took red food dye, which you could probably use any red ingredient for, and mixed it with honey to make a rim of a glass that really looked like blood. It was so cool. I have yet to steal that garnish, but I might. Specifically colored honey, so that it looks like it's like oozing and dripping down all viscously. It looked so cool. More darkness. More darkness, Riku. Unleash the darkness within your heart. Yes, Riku. I see Gloria saying, I probably could combine blood of caribou, because I eat raw caribou with honey. It would probably be disgusting. Well, hold on, Glorious. We were just talking earlier about the lamb hatton. You know, lamb, like young sheep, in a drink. I got a strange feeling that whatever techniques they use for that lamb hatton, we could make a caribou hatton. And then put some honey in there to sweeten things up. I don't know. I don't have caribou where I'm at. But just like you can meat wash spirits. It's basically fat washing. Fat washing is taking something that is fatty, an oil, for example, the actual fat from meats, bacon, for example, and imbuing the spirits with the flavors that lie within the fat. Because inside of the fat, despite the fact that fats are fatty, right? They got a lot of non-polar molecules in there. There are polar substances inside of the fat, a lot of flavors that will dissolve in alcohol and water, by that matter. Gloria says, can get caribou from Alaska? I probably could, but I am nowhere near Alaska. And I don't plan on going back anytime soon. Not unless I pay for another Disney cruise. I had a lot the first time. I see Brad saying, ba plus bourbon equals delicious. Ba-urban. Ba-urban. Get it? The lamb hatton. That's so funny. That's funny. I love that one. That's slide whistle, really. A little short one. I don't want my makeup to get onto my slide whistle, darling. Otherwise, it'd just be unfortunate. Naturally. I see Michael saying, I had it from stress. You had caribou from stress, darling? Oh dear, then stop eating all the animals. Take the red meat out of your diet, darling. It's that simple. Don't you know red meat causes cancer? Obviously. Eating animals causes cancer. So don't eat animals. Ever. Only eat plants. Plants don't cause... Well, actually, a lot of plants also cause cancer. Drink alcohol. It also causes cancer, but that way it's on a level playing field with plants and meats. Everybody can get along in Cancerland. Oi. Speaking of cancer, I've never done a crab wash before. Like giant crabs. That sounds like it'd be really cool. A seafood cocktail. And I don't mean with like the cocktail sauce and stuff. I mean like actually taking shrimp and making a cocktail out of it. Excuse me. I think that'd be pretty cool. I see a recipe coming in from the coal station. Saying 2 ounces of gin or Malibu. Those are distinctly different things, my friend. Half an ounce of pumpkin spice, half an ounce of caramel syrup, teaspoon of brown sugar, a bit of nutmeg. Shake well, then strain. On the rim and enjoy. Pepper and cayenne on the rim. I don't have any caramel syrups on me. And technically speaking, I don't have pumpkins. I do have pumpkin spice syrup, technically. Wait, actually, hold up a second. Wait, I might have caramel syrup. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. I might have caramel syrup. Oh, I'm definitely I do have caramel syrup. Also by Dunkin. Tell nobody! Anyways. Solid. Clarification on that, Cole. Is it gin or Malibu, or would you prefer one to the other? Because at least the gins that I've got stocked, very, very different from Malibu. In my opinion. I see Annie saying, new mod for Imichow. It's true! Y'all might have seen Imichow. I mean, Imichow's currently over on the Twitch side right now, but y'all have likely seen Imichow around here before. She is my other bartender. Our other bartender with an X. So naturally, we had to rank her up to be on the correct pedestal as everybody else. Oh dear, I'm gonna die. Anyways. I see Imichow saying, sorry, I got distracted with Pokemon and forgot to say hi. I just acquired a copy today of Rangers. Shadows of Almir. Oh, the Pokemon game! Pokemon Ranger! Dude, I love the Pokemon Ranger games. I have yet to dive deep into Pokemon games. Mostly because there's a lot of Pokemon. And I want to make drinks for them. But, I will one day. Mark my words, we will have Pokemon on this channel. One day. One day. You got my word on that. I see Pixie saying, I have a campfire. And I see Brad saying the gin heavy energy. Dude, all the gin. 2 ounces of gin, my guy. Good stuff. Cole saying personally that they prefer the gin. It all depends on the taste, though. Heck, people say they prefer the Malibu, though. That's fair. I would wonder how things would be balanced with the Malibu, mostly because to me, Malibu is very, very, very sweet, right? And if you were to mix it in place with gin is not sweet. At least not on a relative basis with something that's, you know, a liqueur like Malibu would be. So I wonder how the balance of that drink would be. And don't get me wrong, like, if your friends really like it with the Malibu, my guess is because they probably like it to be sweeter and they like sweet food. No problem. No problem there. I'd be interested to try that with, let's see, you got the gin, pumpkin spice. 2 ounces of gin Malibu? Could I have a mod, like, take that recipe and keep a note of that? Because I will finish this drink, and I think I want to do that one next. But I gotta figure out the one that I got now. I gotta finish this one that I got now. It's doing pretty well, but I kind of forgot about it. It is tasty. I do like it. I see Gloria saying, I can't even give out candy. The homeless come into the apartment building and crime is bad. I mean, hypothetically speaking, you could still put candy outside. It would just be them who take the candy and they leave. It depends on, like, listen, if you want to be picky with your trick-or-treaties, then yes, you keep the candy inside, keep it all to yourself. But if you don't want to be picky, just put candy outside. I'm sure somebody will take it. You could even put a sign on there that says, like, please take one. And then when the entire bucket of candy is taken away from you, because you fool, how dare you put out the whole thing, then, you know, I see that. I see Annie saying, too, that she's on battery saver mode. Personally, socialize too hard at work. That's fair, dude. I was at home today. I had no social interaction for my work. So I am deprived of social energy. One of the many reasons that I do. I am an extrovert, on occasion. Sometimes. That was a lot of damage. I just noticed how much damage that was. My god. That's a lot of damage. Hi, Mickey. That was easy. I do wish I had that Mickey heal, though. Whoops. You giving out candy, asks Glorious? Probably not. I'm afraid of people. I personally won't be giving out candy, but I believe our apartment complex is. Maybe? It's not something I'm planning on doing. I'm too busy to give out candy this time of the year. I got editing to do. I got workshopping to do. I got cocktails to make. I gotta get paid, dog. I gotta do work. I don't get paid giving out candy. Gotta pay my rent. Also, when did that death counter get there? I see you. Gloria says, you're afraid of children? A little bit. I'm a little afraid of children. I think of it this way. You know what? I'm a white male, and even looking at a child could be creepy to somebody. And that thought scares me. I don't want to scare people. So, the prospect of being around children kind of scares me a little bit. Children are great, though. I'm really good with kids, and I love hanging out with them. But, like, I don't know. There's a certain piece of me there that just kind of, it's cautious. It's cautiousness. And that's where I'll leave that. I see Pixie saying, this is the first year I think we'll have trick-or-treaters because families have moved in on the city block. No way! That's kind of cool, because I guess previously there were no kids to come around for trick-or-treating. It's actually kind of nice. There's an advantage to that. Unless you're the kind of person who doesn't want to give out candies to kids. So, like, in which case, be afraid, neighborhood. Be very afraid. Nice combo there. Excellent combo. How long have we been in Halloween Town for? It's 9:30 right now. So like, what, an hour and a half? Oh, ads. Ads on Twitch. Ads on Twitch, my guy. That means we go back to the bar and chill out for a little bit. Yeah, I do have caramel syrup as well. So... could make the drink. Could make the drink. I'd probably opt for this to be, Oh! Oh, check that out! Ooh! I told you when we were checking the clarification. It's working! It is working! I'll wait until the ad break ends, but this is beginning to come out clear. So now, all I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna put it back over the same filter, and I'll put it in another glass. And then we should have clarified pumpkin spice syrup from Dunkin with a little bit of sour juice in it, a little bit of it. Yeah, thank you so much, dear. Remember, we run a live show here. That's fair. That's okay. This is going great. Hi, Anna says. That's so funny.
That's why I laughed.
Oh man. I see Cole saying, it'll take a couple of siftings or strainings to make it very clear. Well, actually, that's not technically true there. So here's a tip if you're trying to clarify things. Basically, what's happened to this filter right now is it's clogging up with gunk, right? That's one of the reasons it's coming out so clear is because the reaction of the curdling has progressed a little bit farther, and the filter has caught a lot of the stuff already. Think of it kind of like charcoal filtering or the natural filtering that happens in aquifers, depending on what, like, train of thought that you vibe with. But we can take this cloudy solution, put it back over this, and it should come out perfectly clear on the other side. And I'm gonna prove it to you. So stick around for more. You still got a minute left of the ad break, though. I see Pixie saying, I'm missing all this because of ads. Heck, don't worry, I'm gonna repeat all the good stuff. I promise you, I promise you. All the important information I'll get to. What'd you say, man? Yeah, because there's some people doing ads. Some people are supporting the bar with an X. What's up? Did it really? Interesting. Okay, so pre-rolls are apparently on. Interesting. We're learning new things. Only on there was an ad on Vertical. Interesting. I've never seen an ad on Vertical before. Interesting. Interesting. Acid science curdling. Something filters and stuff. No, I feel that. Yeah, no, like I said before, so I am new to the whole YouTube monetization thing, so I'm still getting used to when ads actually run and how to best go around that. I'm much more familiar with Twitch at this point. I've been on Twitch for 3 years now. YouTube, only really seriously about a year or so. So I'm still getting used to ad stuff. So if you're experiencing ads on the vertical live or the horizontal line, give me feedback on that. I kind of want to know when you're experiencing ads because I thought that I could see whenever ads occur, but apparently that's not the case. And I'm learning, you know? Anyways, I see Cole saying too precisely. I personally feel that one is over in a couple. Oh, yeah. I get you. Depending on what you mean by a couple. So to everybody who just got back from the ads, welcome back on the Twitch side. So what I was saying, we were taking a little break from the ads, came back to the bar for a little bit, and I found that our solution from earlier is actually clarifying. Oddly enough, it doesn't look like there's a lot of like a gunk and whatnot in here, and I'll showcase this on the cocktail angle. But usually there's a lot of curdling that happens and like visible curds inside of containers like this, but it's not looking that bad, to be honest. It just kind of looks like a latte in there. Just a latte. So instead what I'm gonna do is, to make sure that things clarify fully, is I have grabbed another container. I'm gonna take my filter and I'm gonna move it to the new one. And then pour what I've got so far over top. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a mix and then pour it up top. At the very least, this will increase our yield and increase the amount of clarity. That there. Take that glass and put it on the way. And I'll prove it. I'll prove it. I promise I'll prove it. Cocktail angle. I don't know if y'all can see this, but it is clear. That is a clear liquid out the other end. You can see it dripping ever so slightly. Can I get another drip in there? Come on, filter. There it is. Totally clear. That's good stuff, right? That's pretty cool. So evidently, Dunkin' syrups can be clarified. That is a thing that they can do. Did I check all of them? There are a lot of syrups, but at the very least, the ones that contain milk can be clarified. Because I know that this Dunkin' Spice syrup, which, again, I'm not going to tell you where I got it, contains the milk allergen. Might I add to that, the caramel syrup also contains milk as an allergen, so I'm inclined to think it can also be clarified. And I think that's pretty cool. I also saw Cole saying that you haven't experienced a single ad, and you're on the vertical chapter. Interesting. Well, you were in here pretty early, too, so I wonder if there's a certain amount of time that happens for the ads to start, like, taking hold. I don't know. This is all very new to me. It's very exciting. Did we do it? I guess we did it. That was quick. Or where's my door? Where's my door at? Aha! Oh, okay, Leia. Okay, that's fine. Jump over top? Oh, can I just break it? Can I just break it? Okay, this just gotta... Ha! There we go. There we go. I see Cole saying, I assume you got the pumpkin spice, that same place you got the caramel. I plead the fifth on that one. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I got them from the same source. Yeah, I'll do that. You know how everybody's got a guy for, like, illegal substances? I've got a guy for illegal substances. Specifically, Dunkin' Donut soups. You thought I was talking about, like, weed or something? Aw, dog. Or, contrary to popular belief, I actually religiously go into Dunkin' Donuts in the back when nobody else is in, I just steal soups. Like, I do it on the regular. Yes, dear? No? No. No, my wifey says no. I did not. I did not. I did not. I did not go into the Dunkin'. I did not. I did not. I did not go into the Dunkin'. I didn't do it. You can't prove if I did. Also, I gotta be careful with... What'd you say? We don't encourage stealing. Don't steal things. Stealing is bad. Don't drug things. Drugs are bad. Don't brick things. Bricks are bad. Just general advice from our pals at the bar next to you. Do you have a friend that has personal objects? Don't steal from them. Do you have a friend who has absolutely no objects that they can call their own? Don't steal them. It's that easy. And you're right, Clarice. That damn death count is bad. No, I'm not dead yet! There's a death counter, but there's no deaths! By the way, and my mods can correct me on this too, I think we've determined that the death counter will become cumulative after this series, right? I know we were having some chats about that. I'll ask you, chat, what do you think? Death counter per stream or cumulative throughout the game? Oh, I like Pixie's point there too. Does your friend have a wife? Don't steal her. I mean, I think that still goes by the first characteristic that I mentioned of, you know, does your friend have it? Well, I guess there's not ownership because you don't own people. You don't own people. So like, yeah, no, don't take somebody's wife from them either. That's something that Jesus told you not to do. Don't steal someone's wife. Husbands are apparently okay.
Like it.
I see Brad saying maybe about the death count. Big number, funny.
Take this.
Cole, like, it's not stealing, it's borrowing without permission. But that's still stealing. Unless there's something specifically, you could have it, don't get me wrong, you could have an agreement with a friend. There are some weird people out there. And by weird people, I mean kinky people. Kinky people aren't weird. They're totally normal, just like the rest of us. Who may be like, yo, bro, like, I've got, like, a liquor collection. And, like, it'd be so dope. Like, I'd be so into you borrowing those without permission. And if you're like, bro, okay, bro, and he lets you, then what's stopping? In that case, borrowing without permission is not stealing. However, I feel like in this case, you received permission to do the borrowing without permission. So either you actually have permission, I don't really know. I'm not a lawyer. I'm a mixologist. And a damn good looking one at that. Right?
Take this. Your Majesty. Come on.
I actually love the fact that thing is actually clarifying. That's really cool. I was a little disappointed that it wasn't coming out clear. Just trust the process. Trust that process. Wow, there's a lot of darkness that can be boosted. That's impressive. When will I ever not be able to boost my darkness? And do I get anything new with the darkness? I want to max out my darkness despite what Riku has been saying he's not wanted to do, which is be consumed by the darkness. So, like... I'm gonna be honest, I don't know whose side I'm on. I'm just on my side, the side of good drinks! And this drink here? Pretty good!
Yeah. Like it.
My one criticism is that it's not sweet enough for me. Like, the sourness has not been perfectly balanced by the sweetness, and that's just because of the relative sweetness of the pumpkin spice syrup. But also, it's just not that forward on pumpkin spice flavor. It's like... It's a whisper of pumpkin spice, really. But it's mostly cinnamon, and that's because I grated cinnamon over the top. Very sad. Very sad, very sad. Let's see, the next drink I'll be making, after I finish this one, will actually be from Cole's repertoire of drinks. And that was, correct me if I'm wrong, Cole, is it 2 ounces of gin, half an ounce of caramel, half an ounce of pumpkin spice? I have some, because you're the creator, and I know you garnish it with something spicy. Will tahini work? I do have some tahini around here. I also technically have, like, chili powder and, like, stuff downstairs, but I don't really know if that's within the ballpark. Because tahini's kind of salty. I don't know if that's gonna do you dirty. We got some time, so no worries. I'm a slow drinker. Can I get on top of these things? There are pumpkins specifically gazing up at the top. Can't do anything with that. Oh, here we go. Excuse me. That sometimes happens when I drink. I hiccup. Excuse me. You know what they say? The more you I don't know, the more you eat, the better you feel. So eat your beans at every meal. That's what they say. That is what they say. Can confirm. Can confirm. I'll keep those moments reprieves. I'll keep those reprieves of moments. Let's go get some plot. I love plot. Plot's my favorite flavor. I think it is, dear. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, really? We're fighting Boogie already? That was quick. Oh, actually, somebody popped in chat and said that we should do Oogie Boogie as a cosplay.
Oh, baby.
Right? Oh, I missed him. There we go. Yeah, right? Would you? That would be pretty cool.
Oh, baby.
Ah, come on.
Oh, baby.
It would be pretty cool, right? Oh, there we go. Let's go in for it! Smack the boogie! Caress the boogie! Consume the boogie! Boogie down the boogie! Boogie, 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 boogie. Dark for a rag of the boogie. Oh, okay, I got whacked. A fabric win for Oogie Boogie? Yeah, right? Well, here's the thing. Dude, I don't remember who it was that mentioned the Oogie Boogie, but I relayed your message to the seamstress. Sewist, excuse me, sewist, not a seamstress. Oh, really? Oh, no, she doesn't get paid for it. She gets kudos, and that's about it. Oh, man, I totally whipped it. Darn it! Oh, it's okay. I see Cole saying tahine, I think is how it's spelled. I'm unsure. I've never tried it before. If you want to be the first one, though, give me your input. I'd love to hear it. Yeah, it's going to be a little salty. It's going to be a bit salty, but it's the closest thing that I got to something that is nice and spicy. Or spicy, relatively speaking. I'm trying to think of something else that I might have that's spicy, like in the spiciest that it is. I want to rim the glass with, like, spicy peppers. Or, like, spicy pepper, like, dried peppers. Do we have a pepper salt? Well, I have a pepper salt. That's tahine. Oh, dude. Okay. Here's another question, qualifying question, Cole. Do you think for your drink, it would go better with something that has flavors of spicy pepper, salt, and lime, or just spicy pepper and salt? And the recipe is 2 ounces gin, ½ ounce caramel, ½ ounce pumpkin spice, teaspoon of brown sugar. Oh, brown sugar. I got that. Grated nutmeg, then strain. Put all that together, or do we put that over top? Do we garnish with the nutmeg, or is it right in a part of the recipe? The only reason I'm asking for many details is this is how detailed I am with my stuff. I love to do the cooking by the book. Would you mind getting the salt? And could you also grab for me, please? Actually, I have brown sugar. I have brown sugar in my cabinet over there, so I can grab that. Tahine would make sense on that, maybe. Oh, you know what? Actually, yeah. Actually, we're definitely gonna go with. I really think it's gonna go really well with the spicy salt that I got from downstairs, mostly because salt and caramel. That's a combo. Part of the recipe, and if you want to top it with that, go ahead. There we go. I think I've got all the information I need. Oh my god. All right, give me the heals, Mickey. I need the heals. We're almost done with this. We're almost done with the boogie. We've almost did the boogie. We almost did the boogie dirty. The boogie down. Boogie down to Clown Town. Oh, I want to hit it. There's my Trinity. There's my Trinidad. Trinidad and Tobago. Quality rums from Trinidad and Tobago. Starting with you. Smack. And then you again. And then just consequently you even more. Even more. I see Cole saying if you want to do the spicy pepper, salt, and lime, I wouldn't be against that either. Oh, that's fair. We could just rim it with lime. That's fair. I think I got some lime up here somewhere. I got a little piece of lime. I got a lime in my freezer. It's possible that by the time that we get there... Actually, I'm going to have to do... Annie, what are you doing? I haven't died. Dude, because the boss died? That's... You know what? You made the thing. You made the thing. Who am I to judge you? Here, this is what I'm gonna do. Chat, I've never tried this before. So I have a lime that's currently... I had it in my freezer. I'm gonna take out my... So... when I made a short and I put it on YouTube about how to make simple syrup with a hot plate. Correction. This is not a hot plate. It is a mug warmer. So I'm gonna use my mug warmer to heat up this lime enough to give me some juice. Welcome back. Thank you. That's a lot of salt. My goodness.
I wasn't sure which one of them you wanted.
I have chili. Wow. I have chili lime sea salt. I have black truffle sea salt, and I have scorpion pepper sea salt.
Wait, we should have another sea
and red
salt.
chili peppers.
I think we have a seaweed sea salt, but I don't think that applies.
I'm gonna
here.
use scorpion pepper because that sounds like it sounds painful, and I want that in my life. Okay, here we go. This and just gonna put this lime on top of it.
Directly with. Why not the other side?
Because then I can clean it. Because this is the side that's got the juice.
That's.
Lime on a mug warmer.
You don't make sense.
Lime on a mug warmer. Cole says, "Don't do scorpion." Oh, but why not? Okay. Go with chili lime instead. Chili lime.
Oh, we also have an orange zest one, but that's.
I think this is enough options. Other than that, I feel like I'd have.
Well, I
Decision paralysis.
Those are like peppers.
That's fair. That's fair. Brown sugar. I got like a turbinado in there that I think I'm gonna use. Or Demerara. Consumption. I also have brown sugar cubes. I'm gonna go with... Actually, can I get that Demerara? Thank you, my dear. Oh, that's it. Pretty much finished with that one. Nice, got it. Oh, what is this? Bonus points. Add some scorpion. Mods demand. Oh boy. That's what we do for bits around here. I don't know if you want to though. Go for it. I won't stop you. You could do half and half and take a sip from both sides. I think what I would do is I would do 2/3 of the rim. So I'd have scorpion on one side, none on one side, and then the chili lime on the other. We can do whatever we want. We make the rules. It's our
My
bar.
alarm's telling me that I should be going to bed.
Go to bed, babe.
Well, I've already snoozed it.
Why are you still awake, babe? Oh, where's Conqueror's Respite?
Because I had to fix some notes in my system.
Oh, I haven't even unlocked the exit yet. Oh my god.
Cameron can't.
I'm not allowed to leave. We're in Halloween Town forever, y'all. We're just staying here. What'd you say?
Riku's not dressed up.
Riku's not dressed up. Yeah, you're right. He isn't dressed up. He doesn't even have his fancy skirt. He doesn't even have his fancy skirt. What the hell, Riku? Didn't you get the message? It's Halloween, bro. Come on, dog. I see Michael popping in back again. How's your migraine doing? Hopefully it's gone down a little bit. I can offer good vibes. I can go offer premium quality content, recipes to if you're into taking the hair of the dog. That's all I got.
Legally, based off of my doctorate, I recommend.
Oh, for migraines.
Ice.
Ice.
Or, depending on
Heat
what
or
you're
ice?
allergic to.
We've got a doctor
Ice
in the
on
house.
back of your, neck would help.
Ice on the back of the neck. These are recommendations from an actual doctor.
That's as far as I can go because my doctorate is in physical therapy.
She's an actual doctor.
That or taking aspirin as prescribed.
And she's a sewist. And she recommends potentially aspirin as prescribed. And he says he's a good boy right now, not consumed by the darkness, so no hula hula skirt. Well, then that's less hula hula for the rest of us. Lil Abe's screaming, she's an actual doctor! That's what I was saying, dude, chill out. How you doing, Lil Abe? One of our other beautiful mods out there. Ooh, I think this lime is getting hot. Oh, that needs a... Woo, it's warm! All right, there we go. No, I'm focusing. I'm definitely not splitting my focus between mixology and everything else. Remember, Cam, says Annie, she's your doctor, not Chat's doctor. Don't take or give medical advice to or from online strangers. Hey, she was giving the advice.
Sorry.
She was giving the advice. That's her fault. Reprimand her. Reprimand her.
I just want to help.
She just wants to help people. Why would you stop her, Annie?
No, I understand. Technically, they cannot validate my doctorate. I understand. No, like, legit.
I'm not a doctor. I have no opinion on this. I'm not a doctor. Michael says I'm good right now. Excellent. So glad to hear it, dude. I have no power over our queen, but to chat, she is an online stranger.
Yeah.
We're all online strangers.
That is
Please,
correct.
please chat. Remember, I am no more than a figment of your imagination. The skeletons can't hurt you unless your skeleton decides to hurt you. R.I.P. to all the people with bone afflictions. Yeah. Everybody gangsta so the bones start hurting. Take a little sip of your bone hurting juice. Stranger danger. Sans hurt you, though. Hey, dude, little Annie, I'd appreciate if you don't bring up my traumas, please.
I don't know. Sans the cocktail was pretty painful.
Yes, Sans the cocktail was a very painful workshopping prospect. That was painful. Good night, my love. You're right, though, Annie. Papyrus was chill. He's got bone chilling juice. That's your little daily dose of bone chilling juice. May it chill your bones. Bone chilling juice. Let it chill you. Chat, I'm gonna die in this place. Get your counter ready. Get your counter ready, Annie. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Just kidding. I've got Mickey in here. Everyone's fine now. Oof. Good night, my love. See you on Halloween. Yeah, it's a nice Halloween. Lol at the sound, saying Stephanie. Sometimes I do make sounds with my mouth. It happens. And sometimes I do it a lot. Dooming darkness. Let's see, where are we at right now? I feel I want to hit this. I kind of want to. I want a cocktail. It's cocktail time, chat. Let's do this. I think my lime has heated up enough, and we can also check back on our clarification to see how that's doing. So, I'm all finished with tonight's cocktail, which was, if you can see it on the screen, it was a Dunkin pumpkin spiced New York sour, or not New York sour, Dunkin pumpkin spice whiskey sour. Honestly, could be a little sweeter, could be a lot heavier on those notes of pumpkin spice. It was okay. So, I'd rate that one. I don't tend to give ratings, but like, that was a solid like 6. Yeah, I got a 6. That wasn't too bad. Question for you, Cole. Is this shaken? I assume that it is, but I've been wrong before. It doesn't seem to have any citrus ingredients in it, so we don't technically need to shake it. Technically speaking, but you tell me. You're the mixologist here. Also, it appears that my hot plate was just hot enough. I started singeing the lime. So, that thing's definitely good enough. I see Michael saying, so you're dressed as Jack Skellington for Halloween tomorrow. Well, technically, I'm dressed as Jack Skellington for tonight. I'm not going trick-or-treating tomorrow. I am going to a party on Friday, though, so I will be dressing up for that. And just to give you all an update on this clarified... Dude, this is coming out orange. I don't know why my angle keeps going down like that. Excuse me, y'all. We're going for a ride. Hello there. That's where it ended up. Coming out orange. That's kind of cool. It's coming out orange. That's awesome. I might have to see that tastes in a little bit. Let's go for it. I don't need my lemon super juice, so let's put it away. We're shaking it up. That's what we're doing. So let's make it, right? I've got chili lime salt. I've got scorpion pepper sea salt. Let's take this recipe off the screen because it's no longer accurate. Eventually, can I ask a mod to put a suggestion in for adding recipes via the chatbot? Because I can set it up such that we can basically get the, get who made it. And actually, I'll think about how to do that. I want to think about that. But I do want to make it so that we can actually put the recipes that are suggested in chat on a recipe card. That shouldn't be difficult to do. Shouldn't be too difficult to do. Thank you very much for that. There we go. One more like for 10 likes. Oh, really? Really on the stream? Thank you for the feedback, Glorious. We're almost there, y'all. So let's see, this is what we're gonna do. We've got 2 ounces plus 1 ounce of syrups in there. I think we're gonna use, I think a coupe glass is gonna be fine for this. So, let me grab what I've got chilling in the freezer. And we're gonna rim this first. So, what I'll do is, grab a little plate that I've got on standby. I'm gonna take my lime, and I'm going to go around, what I'm gonna estimate is about 2/3 of the side of this glass. There we go. That's gonna be just fine. I don't usually rim things completely because I want to make sure that the drinker has the option of what experience they would like. And oftentimes, I really don't like the rims that people put on my drinks anyway, so I'm always hoping that my bartender is the person who half rims their things, because I tend not to like it very much, but that's just my personal taste. And then what we'll do, I've got some of this, oh my god, chili lime sea salt, which I need to crush up a little bit. Crush this up just a little bit. And we'll put that on one side of my plate here. There we go. And on the other side of the plate, I'll add, this is scorpion pepper sea salt, which is naturally sea salt and Trinidad scorpion peppers. Kind of how that be. And I'll put that on the other side. That's a lot of that salt. I'm gonna try to reuse that because this is good salt. And I will take one side of my glass. And I'll rim it with one of these, carefully. As best as I can here. Not working super well. It's probably because my glass is kind of chilled. My glass is kind of chilled, so the lime's only doing a little bit. But if you're gentle, if you're patient with it, it'll kind of work. It's not the sexiest rim, but it's a rim nonetheless. Not the sexiest rim job, but a rim job nonetheless. And actually, it's sticking to the scorpion pepper salt a lot better than it is to the chili lime, so I think that's got to do with the makeup of the chili lime. I'm just gonna crush this up a little bit. How does the chili lime taste, by the way? Not bad. It's not bad. Gonna say, not that bad. I actually like the way that chili lime salt tastes. How about the scorpion, though? Rough rim job, look it up. I will eventually. That scorpion pepper ain't so bad. Not too bad, not too bad. I'm gonna pitch this salt. Actually, I'll use it for something else later. I'm gonna keep my salt off to the side. I'll figure out something to do with that later. So now, I'm gonna put my prepared glass back in my freezer. So I can keep things nice and cold. Nice and cold. Nice and cold for stream. Now, let's make a recipe by Cole Minez, who popped in the chat just today and is already contributing. I love that. That's my kind of energy. So let's do this. Let's grab shaking apparatus, right? We'll grab one side that I'm gonna put some ice in, and then one side that I'm gonna start putting my ingredients in. Let's go for that. What I'll tend to do, just to make it easier on myself, I put some ice into my big side of the glass, not too much of it. Don't want to put too ice, and I'm gonna let that temper for a little bit. Then, I'll start building my ingredients in the small side of the glass. We usually build in the small glass because if we put too much in here, it overflows very, very easily. And you'll know exactly that you've screwed up and put too much in. But we're not making that much, so it shouldn't be an issue. I've got some gin, that I'll grab from below. This calls for 2 ounces of gin and a half of ounce each of a caramel syrup and a pumpkin spice syrup. You could also use Malibu in here if you like things really, really sweet. I'm glad to be here today, says Cole. Oh, thank you. Pixie saying too, not the sexiest rim job, but a rim job nonetheless. Honest words from an honest bartender who's dressing up as a relatively honest skeleton. Let's go for this. I need a little one of these things. We're gonna start off with 2 ounces of gin. I'm running low on my gin. I've been using this bottle of Ford's. Very good. Not a very spooky gin at all, by the way, might I add. And then we're gonna add half an ounce of caramel spice syrup. I got mine from an anonymous donor. There we go. This is all syrupy. So I'm gonna add a little bit more to make up for the viscosity. Half an ounce of pumpkin spice syrup. Just let that go. It's taking its time. Taking its time. I see Vinay saying, smell of vodka makes me dizzy. Does the smell of chloroform do the same for you? Have you ever experienced it before? What about whiskey? Does whiskey make you dizzy? Does the whiskey make you dizzy? That kind of rhymes. Kind of a slant rhyme, whiskey and dizzy, now that I think about it. And then we're gonna add, yet again, also from an anonymous contributor who may or may not work at Dunkin' Donuts, this thing of caramel swirl syrup from Dunkin' Donuts. Or any significantly more available syrup that is caramel flavored. You could also use that. I've never opened this before. Oh, this is fresh, chat. Okay, gotta open it first. I see Vinay saying whiskey smells tasty. So the whiskey don't make you dizzy, but the vodka makes you dizzy. I was trying to rhyme with that. Really wasn't working. This is not opening, so knifing makes things easy. I actually haven't tried this caramel syrup on its own. Yeah, it's caramel. It's not like Werther's original caramel. It's like it's Dunkin' Donuts caramel, obviously. Come on, Cameron, better comparison. It reminds me of the caramel that's inside of like a Snickers bar. What else is Baby Ruth is also caramel? What else is really caramelly? I'm having trouble getting a comparison on that. Anyways, then we need half an ounce of caramel syrup. They usually take their time to get into the glass, so we wait for them. I see Stephanie saying, I enjoy drinking whiskey straight, but these mixed drinks look delish. Well, technically, one of the beautiest things about having to do these recipes like right here live is like, I walk you through all the ingredients as the way that I have them, which is pretty much, I mean, my bar is no different than your home bar. I just have cameras and studio lights set up and probably more bottles. Well, I wouldn't say probably more bottles than you do. I have a lot of bottles. You might have more than me, and I wouldn't be surprised if you did, to be honest. I've got some really shitty bottles at the bar too that you like basically never see because I don't like them and I don't use them in drinks. Stephanie's like, no, you definitely have more. I mean, a lot of, like, yeah, I'll attest to that. There's at least 100 bottles of stuff here. That's not just behind this bar, but I also have an entire liquor cabinet filled with bottles of stuff. For whatever you need, basically. Or whatever I need, really. All right, so we got everything in there. My ice has been tempering, which means it might have melted a little bit. So I'm gonna take any water that's developed and pour it out. There really wasn't a lot of it. Tends not to be the case. These shakers kind of suck. Anyways, let's combine. I'm gonna swirl this around a little bit to make sure my syrups get all nice and liquidy. And then, oh, Cole says 100 gram bars. 100 gram bars, that's true. That's true, that's true. Now let's combine our liquids into solids. Give it a smack and shake. Ooh, the sugar. Ooh, I forgot. I almost forgot the sugar. There you go, there you go. Cocktail lessons with correction. With correction. Thank you for that, Cole. I'd almost forgotten. Usually I got my recipe card up here so I don't miss ingredients. I get a little carried away sometimes. Thank you so much for that. Sugar, 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 sugar. And the nutmeg. Don't forget the nutmeg. Ah! Open up, dude. Open up. Open up, my dude. Shame on me for not having all of the ingredients already prepared here, you know? I see Vinay saying, can you give me a shout out of my full name? Believe me, it'll make your day. It's a pronounced joke. Vinay Shakua. Very charcuterie. That's all I've got on that one. And the nutmeg. Don't forget about the nutmeg. I see Key saying, no, I'm not gonna read that one. We don't do politics here, and Diddy's politics right now. Let's go with, I needed how much of this? Do we need like a bar? I'm gonna put a bar spoon. Was that correct on that? Bar spoon would be pretty good. What about a bit of brown sugar? I got a Demerara today. There we go. And some freshly grated nutmeg as well. Let's go for that. I got my nutmeg. Where's my nutmeg at? There's the nut. Where's the meg? There's the meg. That's what we refer to grating around here now, apparently. Teaspoon? Ah. That was probably about... Actually, that was probably about shy of a teaspoon, so let me add a little more in there. Bar spoons, I don't have an exact measure on how much a bar spoon is, but they tend to be, to me at least, like half teaspoons. So I'll add another bar spoon in there. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Oh my gosh. I see Gloria saying is that a zombie? Is that a zombie? It looks like a zombie. A zombie's a pretty good drink. Shame I don't have a zombie in front of me right now. Shame. Let's add some freshly grated nutmeg. That feels good. Grate until fragrant. Or something. I like that. Oh, troll. Ah, troll. There we go. There we go. Get the trolls out of here. Get them out of here. Now we'll combine our liquids into solids. And like try to clear the air of all the nutmeg that we just threw up in the air. And give this a shake. Feels pretty good. My tie is keeping on pretty good. My headphones are falling around. Ooh. Can you hear it? The timer's going. It's just this thing trying to get air inside of it. Let's grab our chill glass, which we prepared earlier, and go over to the cocktail angle so we can see what's going on. Can I move my headphones? Okay. Moving my headphones. How's my bow look? My dearest did not actually go to sleep. She's back, and she's critiquing the outfit. Sorry, I need my book. That's fair. I get that.
I'll probably pass out for it.
All right, cocktail angle. Here we go. There we go. We got a rim glass with a variety of different spicy salts. Because that's what I've got access to. Let's crack it. Let's give this a strain and see what we got. This smells great, by the way. Ooh, and a perfect wash line. We celebrate good wash lines around here. Do we throw any more garnishes on top of this, Cole? I'm excited for this. I'm excited, one, because I actually got another drink to make with the pumpkin spice syrup. I'm so thankful for that. That, and also, I've never tried the caramel bone before, so here we are. All right, that's our drink. Let me do a little cleanup over here. Cole, what do you call this one? Gotta have a name. Garnish with a little nutmeg, a little extra nutmeg? Sure. I gotta bring my meg back. And my nuts. Put them both on top. A little bit extra. There we go. Now, before I get into this, I'll ask right out, Cole. Are you looking for feedback on your drink at all? Because if not, I will not offer it. I will just tell you what my tasting notes are. I call it fall through fall. That's what we got. It's called fall through fall. I love that. Fall through. I'm just abbreviate because I'm lazy. Fall. Like the season. That's what it's called. It's called fall through fall. Check that out. I'm gonna go with no rim first to see where we're at. It's actually a lot more forward on the caramel and spice notes than I originally thought it was going to be. It's very, very sweet. I'm actually kind of shocked. This is a lot sweeter than I thought it was going to be, given that it's just syrup, and it's basically, it's 2 parts of spirit to 1 part sweetener, and it is even more sweet than I thought it was going to be. There's not really anything like balancing out the sweetness, but it's forward on the sweetness, and actually I'm getting a lot of caramel notes up front. Your mileage is going to vary depending on what caramel syrup you use or what pumpkin spice syrup you use naturally, but you know. I see Stephanie saying Cole should make a guest appearance on your show, lol. Cheers. Is it sweeter because of the caramel? Probably. It's interesting, the caramel syrup is completely overtaking the pumpkin spice syrup. Don't really know why that is. For me, I think the caramel flavor is a lot more prominent there. But let's see, now I'm gonna go from the side with the, I think this was the chili lime side. Whoop. I'll know once I take a sip of it. I think that was the scorpion pepper side. I like that. It's still really sweet. But taking those notes out, the scorpion pepper is adding a layer of like bite to that otherwise I don't think is not appreciable at all. To me, I'm getting more notes of nutmeg now that there's something else spicy in there. Because I mean, nutmeg and cinnamon can be a little spicy too. Spicy in a different kind of way. But spicy nonetheless. But I'm getting more notes of that kind of piney flavor of the nutmeg when I have the extra bit of salt in there.
Thank you very much.
And I'm gonna see whether that conclusion remains as I go to the, what is it? This is the chili lime side. And oddly enough, even if it was just for a brief moment, I'm getting more spice notes, more like pumpkin spice notes, by the way, than I was with the lime side. So I think this would go really, really well with just a teensy little bit of lime juice. Only because it's bringing out more of those flavors of pumpkin spice. I don't really know why that is, and I'll keep sipping on this throughout the rest of the stream. But that was interesting. Also, Vinay, don't think I didn't see you walking at my bar. I forgot to shout you out for that. Thank you, Vinay. very, very charcuterie. Thank you. That was pretty good. Cole, this ain't so bad. That's not so bad. I like the fact that, granted, you got a lot of the work in the cocktail is coming from the syrups, but if you got a fine-made syrup, that can make or break a cocktail. And it can make some really, really good recipes. Or you just use what you got, you know? If you got whatever's on hand, you can make something that's pretty tasty. I will say, from the perspective of somebody who mixes drinks on the regular, I was gonna say for a living, but it's not quite paying all my bills just yet, but it does pay a little bit of it. I'd say that this is a very one-noted drink. There is a lot going forward on those syrups. It's very caramel forward. It's very syrup forward. It's very sweet, and there's nothing like kind of abutting up against the sweetness. Not necessarily a bad thing if that's what you're going for, but the gin as a choice of ingredient here feels a little bit muted. There's some like really appreciable notes of like herbs and especially juniper coming out of a lot of gins, and to me, they're really lost in the drink, even though there was 2 ounces in it. And I think that was just because of the mileage that I was getting out of my different syrups here. Yours might differ, but if I had to put a little critique on top top of it, which if I'm correct in saying you were asking for, so please excuse me if I'm overstepping my bounds there. Those are the notes that I would give on that. But otherwise, it's tasty, and I like it. So thank you for sharing that. Let's give it a little splurt of lime. Why not? A little splurt of lime in there. Cool. See, in this case, I'm just acting as the bartender. I am not the mixologist. And I'm just gonna add the lime juice that I've got, because I don't really have much on hand. And I'm just gonna do a little dollop of it. If this were something I was serving at a bar and somebody wanted to add more lime juice, I'd put it back in the shaker and then reshake it. But I'm at my home bar, and I think this will do just fine. So that's what I'm gonna go with. I see Disney Queen on the YouTube site. How are you not asleep yet, dear? My gosh. Once made a pumpkin soda, so you can make things if you want to try. I think canned pumpkin is about $1 most of the time. Pumpkin spice syrup, though. I would say that pumpkin soda recipe, Disney Queen, was very forward on the spices. It was very forward on the spices. So actually, I would recommend that. And that used maple syrup in it as the sweetening. Okay, hold up. That's going in a nice direction. That's a good direction. Hold up a second. I'm gonna add a little bit more. Live mixology. Yeah, I know the stream is marked as Kingdom Hearts, but this is fun too. Yeah. That brightened things up a little bit. Oh, and it's got a nice... Ooh, okay, that's getting a little funny. I like the lime juice. I stand by the lime juice. I stand by that. Usually you'd put something like lemon juice in here because lemon juice is a little more like neutral of a sour flavor, but I like the lime in here. I think it goes really well. Put my things back together. There we go. Where's my thing over here? I'm getting all sticky. I see Cole saying, so perhaps change it a bit. So maybe have like 1/4 ounce of caramel just to get more of the pumpkin spice flavor. Now, granted, what I would say is this. If you are using Dunkin caramel swirl and Dunkin pumpkin spice swirl, you might want to change the ratio of the caramel to the pumpkin syrup. One of the things that I do in my own mixology journey is I will put exactly what brands or what method I use for a lot of the ingredients, because the differences between gins can be drastic. The differences between vermouths can be drastic. The differences between syrups are always going to be drastic because everybody's got their spin on what's in a caramel syrup and what's in a pumpkin spice syrup, let alone what spices are in a pumpkin spice syrup. So I'm not going to offer any critiques on your recipe, because all I have is the recipe I've got. But if you were doing it the way that I was doing it over here, and I think you might benefit from adding some lime juice just in general, because there's no sour backing up the sweetness. It can still be sour, right? But it's really, really sweet, as opposed to, for me at least, being a little more balanced of a sweet. And that's at least what I'll have to say on that. Also, I'm trying to fix my wig over here. I realize it's falling in all kind of weird ways. It's working great, though. Anyways, let's get ourselves back to the game. We can continue the conversation naturally. I love talking about this stuff. This is so fun. I love that. Let's get back to it, shall we? There we go. That's the correct button to click. And I think I'm going to be sipping out of the scorpion pepper side, because I kind of like that. If there's any left of it. Where the hell did it go? There we go. Anyways, let me put my things back on. Oh. There we go. I see Vinay asking, what's like a badass drink, like the most badass drink you've ever made? If any of that made sense. The most badass drink I've ever made? Well, let me put it to you this way. I'm not one to toot my own horn. I've had some pretty nice drinks that I've made personally. I would consider things to be badass, things that look really cool, things that use concepts that are really, things that are like cool, have a flair factor to it. And to be perfectly honest, anything set on fire is pretty awesome. What's the most badass though? I don't know if I would call anything I've made like badass per se. Let me think. I'm thinking about it. Oh, Disney Queen says I like the Brian Pineapple cocktail. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna put that down. I made. Yeah. That one literally set on fire. That's pretty rad. I'm gonna say, to answer that question, Vinay, I'm gonna say that I died. Death counter. This is it's a cocktail called Brian's Pineapple of Hospitality, and it's loosely inspired by tiki drinks. It's got a bunch of things in it. I can't even remember what it is off the top of my head, but it's served in a pineapple. It's served inside of a pineapple, and you float 151 rum on top of it, and then you light it on fire, and you extinguish it with the head of the pineapple. And I think that's pretty badass, in my humble opinion. That's a good call there, Disney Queen. By the way, every drink that I've ever workshopped on the stream, every original recipe that I have here is up on the CameroxnWithAnX website. It's a cocktail blog. I tell you all about how I workshop the drink, the inspiration behind them, as well as critiques that I have on my own beverages. Because otherwise, how the heck am I supposed to improve? Anyways, I see Nivi asking, how hot is the scorpion salt? It's really not that bad. You're my... I'm a lot good. I'm really good with spicy things. I like spicy things. I don't like sour things. So to me, the scorpion pepper salt is manageable. It's a biting kind of spice, so it doesn't have a lot of flavor to it. Like buffalo sauce has a flavor to it, if you know what I'm talking about. But like things like a Carolina Reaper like dry rub doesn't really have flavor. It's just got spice. And the scorpion pepper salt is salty with spicy. Not much else flavor there. Nihivi's saying, I'll have to try it. Same here. Bit of a pepperhead, not gonna lie. Dude, pepperhead? I like that term. I've never heard of that term before. Pepperhead, like, you know, you're rad for peppers. I get that. That's cool. And I see Cole saying, looking forward to talking more about this too. It was very fun having the opportunity. Expect me in more streams, by the way. Oh, by all means. Thanks for popping in, Cole. I'm a fan of anybody who likes to expand the boundaries of mixology and share recipes, so... And I'll be honest, too. I'm gonna throw further kudos in your directions, Cole. Not a lot of people are open to getting critiques on the things that they make. So the fact that you were like, yeah, give me some feedback, bonus points there. That takes a lot of courage to say, like, yeah, tell me what's wrong with my stuff. I'll say this, though. In terms of feedback, it's hard to come by, like, meaningful feedback on the internet, so if you can get it, hold that close, man. Hold it close. I see Vinay saying any kind of pineapple drink is great by default. That too, with the fire extinguishing trickery, sounds enchanting. And if I'm correct in saying, I can't remember at the top of my head. This was sometime last year actually. I want to say, so you have to core the pineapple first in order to put the drink inside of it. And I want to say I blended up the pineapple in order to put the pineapple juice back into the cocktail. So you basically start off with a pineapple, you gut the thing, and then you take a piece of it, mix it into a drink, put it back inside, then set it on fire, and then do the little extinguishing trickery. And you know, now that I say it out loud, that does sound pretty rad. A likely thing for any of the cocktails for a character from Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator. That game was fun. I like Dream Daddy. Lil Abe says, speaking of on-fire drinks, I'll have to get my friend's recipe for the on-fire Dr. Pepper. Little secret. There is no Dr. Pepper. Dude, I love that. I saw... Something I've seen is like if you mix X plus Y together, it tastes like Dr. Pepper. And it's definitely one of those viral things that don't actually work, but I've seen the recipe before, and I cannot remember what the combo is. Please, Lil Abe, if you get that, share it. I love sharing recipes. That lime juice. Oh, there's the scorpion pepper. Hello there. Woo! Ow. The lime juice is kind of nice. I will say though, it's adding some extra bitter notes there that might not be super in place. If you're trying to balance the sweetness and you need sour, lemon juice is a go-to. Lime juice can add some other flavors in there, and I think I'm getting them now that the drink is warming up. I have been talking a little much. So that's my fault. I see Cole saying, I'm always willing to hear feedback. I see it as an opportunity instead of a setback, which most generally view it to be. I think of it as, quote, how will I become a better mixologist without feedback? Dude, spot on. Couldn't have said it better myself. How can you get better at anything unless somebody gives you, like, meaningful feedback on it? Honestly, one of my own critiques, so, yeah, granted. I'm one who creates content. Content creator, right? Mixologist, mixology content. That's what I call myself, right? One of the things that I saw in a lot of cocktail content, and there's a lot of cocktail content out there. Like, if you're looking for recipes of things to make, like, there's a shit ton of it out there. And a lot of it is fluffy. But some of it can be learned from. But so many cocktail creators I saw, so many mixologists that I saw, never gave notes on how the drink tasted. And I hated that. Like, don't get me wrong, it's Halloween season, right? So somebody is bound to be like, see what you gotta do, is put a little activated charcoal in your drink, turn it black, right? But not a single person ever said, yo, if you put activated charcoal in your drink, first of all, it can disrupt medications because activated charcoal attaches to things. That's piece of feedback number 1. Piece of feedback number 2, it makes things dry. Like, it's charcoal in a drink. Sure, it makes it look cool, but it dries out the drink. So if you use like charcoal, for example, in something like a whiskey sour, which gets dry because of an egg white, if you use egg white at all, it's gonna get like bracingly dry. And not everybody's prepared for that. Certainly not people who are just like, I just want a black cocktail, you know? Food dyes over there's always a thing, but like even some food dyes have a flavor component to it. I know some people who swear that they can taste red 40 in food. I'm not one of those people. I can't detect red 40 by flavor. I can detect sucralose, acesulfame, and aspartame in foods. To me, they're kind of licorice-y. That's where some of the quote-unquote artificial sweeteners in diet sodas, zero sugar sodas. And every time it's in a drink, I can taste it. But so if you tried to make, let's say, a sugar-free cocktail and you used that, it's going to affect the flavor for some people. Actually, to be even more specific, let's say you want to put cilantro in something. People quite literally taste cilantro completely different. And it's cool, because there's a bottle by Empirical who did the Doritos distillate. They got a cilantro liqueur, and I really want to get my hands on it. But I don't have it yet. One day. I see Cole saying, too, I do have many more recipes saved up, too. So if you'd ever like to know more, my DMs are open on Discord to give more recipes. I'm going to be upfront and transparent when I say I don't reach out very much. I get really, really busy, Cole. So this is not me trying to say, like, I'm not going to reach out. I probably won't, only because I just tend not to. And that's not anything against you. That's just most of the people in my life. I'll throw back in your direction, too. Like, if you got something that you want my thoughts on, throw in my direction. We also got the Discord server, too. Like, we got a whole drinks channel dedicated to this kind of stuff. And if you're looking for feedback on your recipes, or just quite literally just to share them without the feedback, you can put them there. Like, I'll go for it. I'm active in the Discord. So, that's what I'll leave that. I see Pixie asking, what's your favorite thing to drink around the campfire? A campfire? Oh, like... This is gonna sound counterintuitive, but I like hot drinks while around the campfire. Like, I really like hot cocoa. And to me, hot cocoa is a thing around the campfire. It's a thing for me around the campfire because I would think what's happening around the campfire is cold weather. And to me, I love drinks like hot chocolate in cold weather. I would give like a recommendation for a hot drink that I really like, but I'm gonna be honest. I don't have a lot of good recommendations on hot drinks. I'm not a big fan of a toddy. I did make a hot drink the one time for another video game that we played, but I wouldn't say that it's like my favorite thing to drink on the campfire. I see Pixie saying, you guys are my campfire friends since no one showed up in person. No! Oh my gosh! I want some mulled wine. Ooh, mulled wine. Depending on your choice of spices? I've made mulled wine before, and it was before I knew the beauty of star anise in just infusions in general. I have never had a homemade mulled wine. I've done a couple of different recipes. What was cranberry-based, actually? Which was not too bad. But I've never had one with star anise in it. I feel like that would go really, really well for, like, the cold months. The cold months. But that sucks that nobody else is around your campfire. What the heck, dude? Unless like, Pixie, what is this, campfire, like in your backyard or something? In which case, I guess people won't show up if it's in your personal property. Don't dox yourself. But, like, if that's just, like, something... Well, I guess some people are just antisocial. To be fair, if I saw a campfire in an area, I would probably not just randomly approach the campfire unless there was something somewhere that says, like, oh, I'm looking for friends. That's just me, because I got anxiety. I made mulled wine in a crock pot. Yeah. I want to try star anise the next time I do a mulled wine recipe. It's just been a while. All right. Let's get past the guillotine. There we go. And then we'll see what Cole has to say. Cole says, completely understand that. I appreciate your understanding there. I've already joined the Discord. I'm just saying, if you ever need an idea for the stream, just shoot me a ping and I'll pull a recipe out. Thanks, dude. I will say, what I do before these shows, before the streams, is I'll curate a recipe. I'll find a recipe trying to be related to stream in some way. I guess technically I didn't do super duper well with this one. Alexa, turn on the bar lights.
Take this.
Alexa, turn on the bar lights. Sometimes my dearest turns off the lights by accident. It's okay. What was I saying? Yeah, I curate the recipes for these streams, so... And I was saying, too, we were trying to work on something in the Discord where we actually have, like, a thread of related cocktail ideas for the streams, but I think that's still in workshopping phase, because it's not out yet. Not just yet. We're still working on it. So, coming soon, I guess. Coming soon. Pixie saying, I texted some friends and no one was free. Oh, man. Well, you know what? Kudos in your direction for just setting up the campfire despite the fact that nobody was free. To me, I would think, like, setting up the campfire, like, even though it's just for yourself, is kind of akin to, like, a little self-care kind of action. I dig that. So here's to a self-care mischief night. Night of mischief, and day before Halloween. Cheers to that. Cheers to putting ourselves first. And then if we put ourselves first, we can take any stuff that we put in overflow and spread it on the people around us. Words of wisdom from the skeleton. And more health, please. I can't believe we've been in Halloween Town the entire evening. This is taking a while. These worlds do not usually take this long. I'm actually having a lot of fun here. Thanks for sticking around with me, chat. I appreciate it.
Take this.
And he says, one time my friend made mulled wine, but forgot about it on the stove, and that was on for an hour. It was very strong in flavor. I bet it reduced. I've done red wine reductions before, Annie, and those are super potent in flavor. And it was actually on a Kingdom Hearts drink, not my own recipe, somebody else's.
Take this.
But if you're looking for, if you want to know what to do with red wine reductions, on my channel is a short for The Heartless Cocktail by The Experience Bar. It's so good. It's really good. And he uses black Sambuca, very licorice forward. Little teaser, if you like Sambuca, wait till next Wednesday. It's coming back. It's coming back. Oh, ad stream. Ad break. Pixie says, my internet frizz. No! Oh my goodness. I see Cole saying, either way, I'd love to help in any way I can. You've definitely been one of the most interactive streamers I've met. You're amazing. Thank you, dude. I really appreciate that. I've been doing improv for a while. To me, this is the way that I would like to be treated in the streams if I ever watch streams. Something interesting that I muddle with in terms of my own content is, I'm gonna be honest, I don't watch a lot of live streams. That is something that I'm hoping to change going into the next year, because especially as a streamer on Twitch, you kind of need to like interact with other streamers and network with other streamers and do stuff together so that everybody grows together, because Twitch is really hard to grow on. YouTube has been just fine, man. That's just because I started editing things within the past year. I think that's really what's to blame for that. Let me fix my hair up a little bit, or else my dearest, who's probably sleeping, will be angry with me. I didn't do any work on my hair this stream. I just tried to put it back enough so I can put my wig on top of it. Also, thank y'all for letting me give my costume a test drive, because this is the prep work for the party on Friday. It's working pretty good so far. Alrighty then. So yeah, this has been fun so far. I'm curious to see, so actually, now that we're here, and I'll probably let this run overnight because this clarification's taking a lot longer. This looks like piss. This looks like, dude, the clarified syrup. Okay, it's not super piss-like. It's not super piss-like, but it is vaguely orange. I'll make sure that I drink the piss juice, says Annie. I will. We'll save it for when the folks get back from the ads. I don't want to take it. I see the consumption. It'll happen after the ad break in an hour, a minute and a half. I'll drink this for now, just so I can wet my gullet a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna drink water, because I haven't been drinking my water this stream. Oops, there goes my coaster. Whoops. It looks like apple juice, says Cole. I dig that. Completely agree with you there. It's apple juicy, it's pissy, it's clarified Dunkin' Donuts pumpkin spice swirl syrup. You never would have guessed that was gonna happen, but you saw it here first, folks, at the bar with an X. Clarified Dunkin' Donuts syrup. It's gonna be a little off in flavor because we added a little bit of lemon juice to it and also added water as well. That's not totally necessary. If I were to have done this again, I would add the lemon juice to it and no water, because that syrup is actually quite non-viscous on its own. It's very flowy. So, and it did seem to bloom a little bit when you added water to it. And so I imagine it would have that same kind of blooming effect, so to speak, if you just add the lemon juice after the fact. Or, what could be even more interesting, well, there are techniques for clarifying without using citrus, so as to not alter the flavor, but you kind of need something you need something milky already. For example, if you want to try to clarify things without using citric acid, you can take a drink, for example, like a paper plane. Like a paper plane, for example, you can add powdered milk to it and then separate it that way, because the powdered milk is already, like, separated from the solution. When you introduce the powdered milk into things, it re-solutionifies, and you can more easily remove it without having had acid to the solution. But so, it seems like everybody's back at the bar right now. We had a consumption request, and I'm kind of curious of trying what the current clarification looks like. It's kind of apple juicy, not gonna lie. It's kind of apple juicy, and Annie says we should give it a taste, so I'm down for it. Let's give it a try, right? Let's be fancy about this and grab one of these little, like, one of these cognac glasses. I'll lift this up just for a little bit so I can pour this in here. Just a little bit. There we go. We'll keep that clarifying for the rest of the stream, but also overnight as well. This is what we have. It's clarified. Is this the pumpkin spice one? This is the caramel one. We've clarified Dunkin' Donuts pumpkin spice swirl syrup. We're gonna see how it tastes. Also, I'm dressed up for Halloween, if it wasn't already obvious. It's kind of lemony on the nose, because I added lemon juice to it for the clarification. Wow, that's syrupy. That's really syrupy. It's very lemon forward. This, honestly, this tastes like a lemon syrup. This is not a bad lemon syrup. That's really deep in flavor. That's really good. That's giving me like lemon sherbet vibes. Like if you took lemon sherbet and melted it, that's what I imagine this would taste like. That's really good. That's really tasty. Wow. Cool. That's really good. I like the way that is. Wow. That's so cool. I'm glad we tried that. Good job, chat. We did it. We tried something weird, and it worked out. Pat on the backbone. Pat on the backbone. Where are you? Hi there, bud. Smack. There we go. So my D points were apparently at 46. I have no idea what that... I mean, I do know what that means. Still struggling to articulate, though. All right, where am I going? I've reached... I get it. I get it. I'm trying to get out of here. Conqueror's Respite. There we go. We're finally out of Halloween Town. We're out of the town. This our town of Halloween. I don't know. Almighty Darkness? What does it matter? It's the last area. The door's open already. The door's open. Walk right in. Come on. Bleh. There's no need. There's no need. We did it. There was no need to use anything. There's no point.
Take this.
Good stuff, my guy. Alright, I guess we'll just heal up until whatever happens after here. I'm assuming a boss fight. It's gotta be a boss fight. Which nobody is it gonna be? We're just gonna fight Riku again? I haven't saved this entire time. Glad to be here, y'all. Glad to be here at the save point. It's been... Let's see. I saved at 7:33. 11. It's been... 1 week since you looked at me. Just kidding. 3.5 hours. Have I been going for 3.5 hours? No, it's been 2.5 hours. Oh, I had the game on. I've had the game on. I prepared before stream, so the playtime is a little higher up. And I saved double because I'm paranoid. Alright, let's move on and see what happens. Onward! Plot? No plot? What do you mean, no plot? Where's my plot? Where'd my plot go? Ugh. Oh, hey, y'all. There's the plot.
How can we help you, Vexen? It's not very often we see you topside.
Oh, because he usually
came to
hangs on
lend
the
you a hand.
bottom.
You obviously believe this Sora has much potential.
Uh-huh.
But
Tell
I
me more
remain
about Sora's
unconvinced
potential.
He is truly worth such coddling. I think an experiment would show if he really is of any value.
You all have beautiful eyes. Have I mentioned that before?
Well,
Every
here
single
we
one
go
of you.
Again.
Like opals.
It's just an excuse.
Like turquoise
so
or
you can carry out
tourmaline
your little
opals.
experiments.
It's
That's
good stuff.
all.
I see Cole saying, I also do cooking along with mixed drinks. You gotta eat before drinking, so I've made some great recipes. Oh, excellent! We like those
You can do
recipes
what you
too.
want.
And
But
a nice switch between who
I
ends
think
up making
testing
dinner,
Sora
so
is just a cover
either
for
me
testing
or
your
her
valet.
winds up filling up
Valet.
me before these
He's the
streams
product
so
of
that I don't
pure
get a little too
research.
tipsy, which
Wait,
happens every once in a
actually
while.
is.
I'm
Is it
only
toy?
human.
You should just learn to be quiet.
Anyway,
Could you be
since
nicer,
you came
Vexen?
all this way, you're gonna need this.
What do you got? What
A humble gift to my elder.
Oh, wait, was it? I was filling up
I
my
hope
water. I
you
wasn't
use it
looking.
to put on a very good show for
What
us.
is it? I was filling up my water. What was it? Oh, missed it. Hi, Riku. You also have great eyes.
That card holds the memories of Sora and Riku's
Oh,
home.
must be Destiny Isles, right?
Just a card.
It's the Destiny Islands.
What good is that?
It's an island. Yeah.
With a
yeah.
little help from Namine,
There it is.
you'll have all the real Riku's memories.
That is how that works. I think.
Maybe we
Maybe
can get
I'm
her
not
to make you
I'm not a
forget you're
scientist.
nothing but a fake. In other words, we'll remake your heart so you can be exactly the same. as the real Riku, okay?
boy, Larxene. Please
You want to remake my heart? The real Riku is a wimp who's afraid of the dark.
Nah, man.
What do I want with the heart of a loser?
And
He's
the
just more
objections-
complicated than you are.
After all, you do want to test Sora, don't you?
A little
It
bit.
must be done.
Must be done.
How can you? Are you betraying me?
How could I mean?
I told you I would make good use of you, didn't I?
Yeah.
No.
You're just a
Relax,
construct,
kiddo.
Riku
I
replica.
don't think it's gonna hurt that.
Get used to it. You're not even really human.
I'll hurt you.
You can't be real. Oh, what was that? Oh, what was that? Wait a minute. Oh, did you just get whacked by Larxene?
Stupid little toy. Think you could defeat me? Where would you ever get a
There's
thought
that ego
like
that we missed from the first story. Hurt people, hurt people. Hurt people, hurt
look
people.
on the
But
bright
Repliku
side.
isn't a person.
Along with everyone else in your
Therefore...
head, Namine will erase the memory of me knocking you flat.
That's me hitting Riku Replica.
Instead, she will
I see
implant
Cole
the
saying too,
loveliest
expect some
little
recipes
memories
for
you could
meal
ever
and
hope
sweets.
for.
Excellent.
It's no big deal that they're all lies.
Oh, dude, you're afraid. Oh my god, that face, wait. Larxene's face was terrifying. Oh my god. That was terrifying. Oh, the humanity or lack thereof. My god. That was terrifying. Chat, do we go for another world tonight? I'm feeling it. I'm feeling another one. Where are we going next? What is today? Is today Wednesday? Today is Wednesday. That it is. Wednesdays are fun nights. Where to go from here? It's what, like 10:30? Yeah, we could do another one. Atlantica? Olympus? Yeah. Wonderland's great. I'll save Wonderland because I freaking love Wonderland. I don't like Olympus, so I'm gonna go there first. I just don't like Olympus. Anytime Olympus shows up, I just go there first to get it over with. Open the door. Be engraced by the door. And then come back from the door because you've got a show to run. Silly bartender. Silly, silly bartender. Key of beginnings. Let's go begin. There's my little Keyblade stuff. Psh, Olympus. Also, I think this thing is falling apart, so let me put it back together. There we go. Alrighty then, where are we going from here? Is this another maze? This shouldn't be that difficult. Doesn't look difficult. Smack. Smack them with our darkness. So if I'm correct in saying, the last time we were in Olympus, we fought Cloud. I miss Cloud. I love Cloud. We're definitely not going to get Cloud in our inventory this time. That would just make no sense. Unless he's an enemy card, which I keep forgetting I have. Retrograde. Don't know what that means. I could just look at the card names to figure out what they do, but... Deck. 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 Reverses the values of cards 1 through 9. Ah. Stop enemies from breaking attacks if you use. Ah. Restore HP. Ah. No enemy card. Ah. Ah. So cool. Man, I love trading card games. You know, speaking of trading card games, they came out with a Pokemon trading card game app just the other day. And I started playing it because I'm a sucker for Pokemon trading cards. I don't actually play the game in real life, but the game that came out for the Game Boy Advance, I freaking love. Oh no, the Game Boy Color actually. I love that game so much. I will definitely stream that at some point when I finally feel bold enough to take on Pokemon. But not yet. Not yet. But I love that game. And every single time a new Pokemon trading card game comes out, I'm hoping that it's half as good as the original one was for the Game Boy Color. A guy can dream, right? A skeleton can dream, right? Naturally. But anyway, I started playing it today. Basically, all you can do before level 3 is just open up booster packs. And that's kind of cool, but like, it's alright. It's alright so far. Michael says, it's been 27 years since Hercules, because Hercules is 27 years old. I was gonna say it's true, but like, I'm not gonna fact check you on it. So for all intents and purposes, like, Michael's word is law. What is going on here? Kill the monkey. Just kill the monkey, Riku. Stop being so coy about it. Come on, dude. Kill the monkey. Kill the monkey. Oh yeah, wow. Oh, there's a little bit more of that scorpion pepper salt. It's good stuff. I will say, as this drink is cool, as this drink is warming up, it is getting even more syrupy. Like really syrupy. So this is starting to fall off for me, at least personally, because I like my drinks to be a little bit less syrupy. That's just me, at least. It could just be too that we serve this up, and it might actually, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to see whether or not this benefits from a little bit of ice. Oftentimes, drinks that are too thick might just use a little extra water. So I'm gonna actually put a little bit of ice in a glass, and I'm gonna continue sipping it with some ice. There we go. Unfortunately, this glass does not have scorpion pepper salt on it. But I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit in. Just because I'm cheeky like that. We'll continue. I see Annie saying, any other laws you want to pass on your evening as president? LOL. Why do you want to... You are most knowledgeable, Michael. I'll give it that much. Let's add a little bit... I'm gonna add some of my scorpion pepper in here because... Pain. There we go. It was actually kind of nice. I liked it that way. There we go. Now it's kind of in there. Oh my god, there we go. Alright, let's get in here. Mini Worlds? That sounds cool. Right. Cole says, I'm gonna be real with you, mate. I originally came here asking about your favorite apple for a personal project. I've come across something far greater. I feel I came here and made a friend. Oh, thanks, dude. I appreciate that. I think of it this way. I wouldn't be so far as to say that everybody who pops in is at least impartial a friend of mine. Because to be honest with y'all, this is what I do on my nights. And I really enjoy it. And I wouldn't continue to be doing the streaming stuff that I do if not for the fact that I enjoy it and I feel like I make some really meaningful relationships here on the internet. Oddly enough, despite the dangers that exist out there, I am positive when I say that as the community gets bigger, I'm sure that sort of like kind of intimacy, if you can call it that, for these small streams are probably gonna lesser from that. But like, while we've got the small community that we do, this is something that I am never gonna get back if the channel does wind up taking off one day. Because past that point, it's really hard to kind of redeem that kind of magic. So let me say this to all the folks out there who do like frequent streamers and stuff. If you find like a small community that you're into and you feel like you're part of a group, cherish that, dude. It might not last forever. And in a way, you kind of want to not last forever, right? Because I feel like we're all here in support of the broadcaster, and hopefully it gets better for them. But as it gets better for them and things get bigger, it becomes a completely different experience. And I'm gonna be honest, I'll miss it. And I'm trying to grow, so technically if all goes according to plan, things are gonna get a hell of a lot louder around here. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't appreciate what we had now, so here we are. And Annie, I see you complaining. Your death counter will be fed. Can be fed. I see you there. I see Theovara Thang saying, can you join you on your adventure? Well, that's the Thang. This is a single-player game, so I don't know how you would. But if you want to stick around and chat for a little while, the answer's yes. If you want to join us on the adventure called Life, we got a Discord for that. Then you can join on the adventure 24/7. And if you take advantage of that, I'll kick you. Actually, well, I was gonna say I'll kick you. Nah, I probably won't kick you. I'm not gonna kick you. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. You will not be at risk for physical harm, Theovara. I'm sorry to have said that. That's just factually incorrect. Factually incorrect. I'm sorry to have led you on. If you are in fact into kicking, I want to do some kicking. You know, I will not be kicking you. Not physically, at least. We do have a banhammer, though. But that's for the mods to deal with. I'm too busy being a skeleton right now. Or something. Soccer at least, says Theovara. Like, kick you in soccer? I mean, like, but if I kicked you in soccer, that's still physical. Well, let me put it to you this way. Let's imagine for a moment that what's happening right now is a soccer game. I like soccer. My favorite part is goalie. Theovara, will you be one of the other players? I'll be your goalie. I will be your goalie if it comes to soccer. I also like being a forward, but I don't play soccer a lot because the last time I played soccer, I got really, really ridiculed for it. Because those folks were not the best players. So I haven't played soccer since then. I actually did used to play soccer when I was a child, when I was still in elementary school, and I stopped playing because they started getting really, really loud about winning. Ew, just trying to have fun with the game, bruh. But then I was like, I kind of like soccer. I hadn't played for a while, so I tried playing in college, and my teammates fucking ripped me to shreds. They're like, you suck at this game. Why are you not doing good? You're supposed to be doing this. And I was like, this is not constructive. I'm leaving. I had one game. That's all I did. You could say don't play the player, hate the game, but I'm gonna be honest, they were not very good teammates, and they took the game way too seriously, in my opinion. Hot take. Pele, says Annie, is the best soccer player ever. Deep cut. Pele? Pele's a cool word. Oh, Theovara with the super chat for 20 bucks. Love you, man. Made my net. No problem, my guy. That's for Theovara out there, popping in with a soccer reference. Dude, let me put it to you this way. I've been in a number of improv classes, and I love it when... I honestly, like, I low-key love it when somebody pops in with something random. Like, something totally random, right? And I just get to riff on that. So thank you, Theovara, for being my soccer player. Soccer player? You playing soccer? Even better, too. Here's a deep cut at America. Even better that you called it soccer. Because if you called it football, I would have been confused on what you're talking about, because I have no idea where everybody's viewing from. You say football, and I'll be like, Philadelphia Eagles, and I'll be like, the ball, dude. The white and black ball, and I'll be like, football. Silly American. You're right, Annie. I am silly, and I am American.
Your Majesty!
Just a reference to getting kicked at all. Hey, and you put a price on it, too. Apparently, that reference was worth 20 bucks, my guy. I'll take it.
Like it?
I'm gonna put that into the soccer ball budget, which doesn't yet exist. I see Cole saying, very true. I do wish you the best with life. Plan on sticking in the adventure like a drunk man, seeing a fresh bottle of whatever you've got in that bottle there, Cole. A fresh bottle of soccer. We've taken the soccer ball and we've ground it up to a paste. We've clarified it, and now you've got essence of ball in a glass. That would be kind of on point for the stream. We don't play soccer on stream. Or rather, we've never played a FIFA game before, or Super Mario Strikers. I take game suggestions, too. Granted, if you suggest a game and I play it, you're gonna get a recipe, an imbibable libation, a drink, themed to the game. Them's the breaks. If I play a game, you're gonna drink it.
Take this!
Or rather, I will give you a recipe to drink it. Nobody's forcing me to drink anything. Oh god. Oh man. Oh dear. What? My deck changed before getting in here. This is terrible. Where are all these ones Oh, wait a minute. I got the ones. Hold up. I got the ones so I could use the... Oh, that's how the game wants me to play. That is exactly how the game wants me to play. It gave me this card so that I could use it. That makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. Ah, hello there. Thank you. Nice. Excellent. Oh, another one. Let's do this one. Wide attacks? Cool. I dig it. Kill him! This is not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It didn't work. Oh my god. Don't do it. I see Cole saying a fresh bottle of the Treat Me Right. A fresh bottle to help me forget. A nice fresh bottle of which warms the soul. So you're talking about Everclear, right? Nah, I joke. To be fair, if any bottle of spirit were to warm in ways that other spirits could not, the 190 proof bottle of Everclear will warm you in ways that you never thought your body could be warmed in. And I just made a drink with that last week, and it honestly wasn't that bad. It was very disappointing. That was the Endless Oblivion cocktail from allwomenstalk.com. That was a disappointment, my guy. It was not good. That had equal parts Everclear or grain alcohol, Scotch, bourbon, and gin. And it was a total waste of all those ingredients. Dude, Everclear is great for infusions. Amazing for infusions, because it's high-proof alcohol. You can make limoncello with that stuff, you know? But I don't really like it in my mouth, unless it's been watered down and properly infused first. Humble opinion. My humble opinion. Everything's got a use to it. Oh my god, they'll do it. Oh, damn it! Ooh. There it is. There it is. There it is. Ah, oh no. Everclear works, says Cole. I was thinking whiskey or bourbon. That's fair. Hey, you know what? Whiskey bourbon soothes the soul. Whiskey bourbon helps you forget. Whiskey bourbon treats you right. Let me tell you, if a bottle of whiskey doesn't treat you right, kick that bottle. Get it out of here. Or rather, if a bottle of whiskey does not treat you right, if a bottle of spirit does not treat you right, mix it into a drink. Add a little water to it. That might help a little bit. If your whiskey's not treating you right, whiskey sours are great. Old fashions are great. Sweeten that thing up. Add some bitters. Same thing applies to tequila. Tequila old fashions, amazing. Oaxaca old fashioned, great. Let's see. What if your rum's not treating you right? Daiquiris are great. Brandy's not treating you right. Cognac's not treating you right. Sidecar. If that random bottle of, ooh, if your wines are not treating you right, reduce it. Make a syrup out of it. Easy stuff, my guy. I say easy way too pretentiously. I didn't know half of these recipes before just mixing the way that I do now. And actually, I think I figured out the wine thing by mistake. You can also make wine into vinegar too. Just let it sit out and let it oxidize. Let the wild yeast do its thing. I didn't discover that by accident. I tried to make vinegar one time and it just did not work. It actually, it stunk. It was really bad vinegar. How could I know it was bad vinegar? Because it tasted like vinegar, duh. No, it just wasn't. It wasn't turning into vinegar. It just wasn't changing flavor. And I left it out. I left that wine out for 2.5 months, I think. It just started attracting flies. I tossed it. You can I'm sure there's probably something you can get to like turn the wine into to vinegar. It's probably a certain type of yeast. I don't know exactly what type of yeast. It's not a Saccharomyces, probably. Trying to think. I'm not very good with my geniuses. I'm not a zoologist. Just a mixologist. I see Glory saying no in reference to my failed vinegar, probably. Yeah, it was a disappointment for all of us. But especially me, because I was the only one who cared. You need a mother in that wine. That's fair, but like Pixie, I was really hoping that a mother would just like conveniently like move in. I was really hoping. I was like, maybe just a mother will just like float in and just take the vinegar for its own. It did not. It did not. It did not, unfortunately. That's a very good advice there, Pixie. You know, a lot of times with a lot of different bacterial colonies like that, for your kombuchas, for your sourdoughs, get a mother. Get a mother freaking yeast in there, my guy. Come on. Nah, I see that there. That's a good point. This was like 3 years ago. This is before I even knew how fermentation worked. I just read on the internet somewhere that if you leave wine out, it will turn to vinegar, and there's apparently more steps involved. I see Cole saying, next stream I got a great recipe for you. Do you have bourbon? I do have bourbon. What kind of bourbon you looking for? You looking for a straight bourbon? Looking for a bottled and bond bourbon? I got bourbons. Can't guarantee that I'm going to make the recipe, though, but I do take requests halfway through the stream. The cocktail that happens at the beginning is usually my choice, unless you make a compelling suggestion that I vibe with. But I will usually... What I've been trying to take an effort of, like, dude, from a creation standpoint, people love these requests. They eat those up on the short-form vertical medias. So if you got requests... I'm actually working on a system. It's only on Twitch right now, where you can do like channel point redemptions, and I don't have it set up just yet, but I want to make it so that you can make specifically a request, and it pops in, and you have to like spend points on it, and only one can happen per stream. Because technically, according to the TOSs, I'm not supposed to let you make me drink. But if I am intending on drinking, I can ask you for a recipe, or give you the ability to request a drink so long as it is not in excess. And that's what the Twitch and YouTube gods say. That's not me. I see Cole saying, go ahead and give me a list if you're able to. I can't remember the exact type I used to have, so whatever you got is your favorite. So I am working on an inventory that we have here at the Bar with an X. There are a lot of bottles. I'm not even halfway through it yet. I have inventoried all of the bitters. I have inventoried all of the base spirits that are in the top left-hand corner of the Bar with an X. But nothing else so far. And I did all the vodkas too, because I have a lot of vodka. And the only reason I had that was because of another gracious donation. I see Annie saying, one time my wine went vinegar in the fridge. Lilib tried it and confirmed the vinegar taste. That's great. Lucky you, dude. You apparently had the correct yeasts in the air to make that happen. I did not. Then again, that was in my first apartment, and that apartment sucked, dude. It was not good. It was not good at all. Wait, let me think. What kind of bourbons I got here, Cole? Because you're asking about bourbons. I have, in terms of bourbons, I have a bottled and bond bourbon. It's Old Bardstown. It's from Kentucky. It's like 80 bucks, but I don't really like the taste of it anyways. So I'll use it. What else we got in terms of bourbon? Rittenhouse Rye is not a bourbon. I technically have that Infinity bottle back there, which has some bourbon in it. It's also got some scotch in it. And it also has some rye in it. So it's whatever the hell I want it to be. And if I want it to be bourbon, it'll be bourbon. What we got in terms of bourbon? I think, I'd have to double check it. We actually have 2 bottles of blended whiskey. It might be bourbon. It might be bourbon. It's from the Baltimore Spirits Company, and we went, Anna and I went there during our mini honeymoon. Just a little mini moon to Baltimore, Maryland, because that's relatively close for us. And we went to the Baltimore Spirits Company, and they did a whiskey blending thing that you could pay like 30, 40 bucks for. And so we both made our own blends of whiskey. Each of the 4 different whiskey options were finished in a different cask. One was finished in Fernet casks, Fernet barrels. One was aged in maple syrup barrels. One was aged in, I want to say bourbon barrels. Cannot remember the other one off the top of my head. Is it bourbon? I don't know if it's bourbon. I'd have to check, because they use their base whiskey and they put it into the barrels to finish them. And the base whiskey, I don't think is a bourbon. But I've been wrong before. Where are we going? I'm going the wrong direction. Let's go back the other direction. Moments reprieve we're leaving behind us. Go to the other direction. It's going to the eastern side. There we go. Heartless! Heartless? I hardly know her. That gave me a distinct disadvantage in this fight. Oh, crap. Oh! Darkness, please! Thank you for the darkness! It totally worked! That was pretty good. That's a 48 D point darkness. Gotta love that. That's nothing you can hit. Let's do... Nope, can't do that. Can't do that. Let's do it. Why not? Go into the flames. The almighty darkness beckons to us, so that we go. We go, and we fight. And, figure out what direction we're supposed to be going first. East! Well, there it is! Run. Just go for it. I need a red one. How about an almighty darkness? How about a 1 almighty darkness? Green? How about... martial whacking? And then the beginning key. So let's see, are we fighting Cloud? Because I kind of want to get Cloud as an enemy card. Oh, duh, it's Hades. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Time to feel the heat, chat, and it ain't coming from the Scorpion Pepper this time.
Take this.
What do I get? It's Mickey! Feel the heat.
Feel the heat.
Oh yeah, I felt the heat all right. That was pretty tough, dude. Don't like that heat. Heat not being good being felt. Heat not good felt. Oh, I love that one. That was a good one. I feel the heat. I feel the heat. I feel the heat. Not really feeling the hate, actually. Oh, I got spot. Oh, no! Boy. Oh, man. There we go. I see Cole saying, can't wait. Here, we're going to do it now. Don't do it now. Hey, technically speaking, I make the choice there, but I'm still enjoying the first one that you got me. Hold off, bartender. Hold off, bartender. Mixologist. Need to wait. We got 2.5 ounces of your favorite bourbon, a bit of mint extract, or 2 to 2.5 mint leaves. How do you get 2.5 mint leaves? Just cut it down the center. And then 1.5 or an ounce to excuse me, I'm getting mixed up. A half an ounce to an ounce of grapefruit juice. That sounds like a pretty cool combination. I'll admit, I don't mix a lot with grapefruit juice. Grapefruit juice is an underutilized juice here at the Bar with an X. And I think the first time that I tried grapefruit juice in a cocktail, something that I mixed right here at the Bar with an X, was specifically a brown derby, and it changed my perspective on grapefruit juice. The last cocktail I made with grapefruut juice was the Gamble cocktail right when we begun Kingdom Hearts: Re-Chained Memories. That was a good one. That was a really good one. I like that one. All right, pieces Nahivi. Austin, hello there. Good to see you, Austin. Welcome in, welcome in. I would say that we've missed you, because we probably have. We being the collaboration of people that make up the Bar with an X and its compatriots. Which includes me, by the way, so hi, welcome back. Cole saying half an ounce of lemon juice, shake, strain, garnish with another mint leaf, slice of the lemon. Oh, can I do that? Nope, I can't do that. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. I got a lot of time for it. It ain't happening. Nope, didn't happen. Smack. That was pretty cool. Oh, dear. Hi there.
That's it.
Hello, Mickey.
That's it.
No, I was just about to use my 0. I was going to use the nil value. I was going to do it. It's like 0. That's the 1. I didn't do it. I failed. I'm so sorry. Don't do it tonight. 2 is more than enough. I mean, sometimes we make up to 7 drinks in an evening. I don't drink them all. I do not drink 7 drinks in an evening. During our charity streams, we tend to get a couple of drinks in us, though, because we tend to be streaming for hours. Naturally. I don't know why I keep doing the slate right up front. I gotta stop doing that. I gotta stop doing that. I gotta wait till I get my D points up. Okay, I see that there. I see that. Duel? Sure, why not? That's a 1. Why would I do that on a 1? 7. Get it. 6. It's okay. 0. 1. No! Yes! Yes! That's so cool. Never seen it happen before in my life. It's so incredible. Wow. Oh no, I feel the heat. Where's my 0s? There's my 0s. I got my dark. We've got the dark. And the dark is rising. Oh dear, hi there. That was pretty cool. Oh, you're still going. I don't like that. Ball? Is that what I was doing? I don't know what Ball is. That sounds so cool. It feels like it's cooler in practice. Excuse me, I got tickled my throat. Oh, that ain't fun. They're my 0s. They're my 0s. Oh, I should use more heartless cards. There we go. There's my 0. 0 counter. 0 counter the 0. Pretty cool. No way. No way. Oh, it's so close. It's so close. Just 1. Yes. Wow, that was awesome. It missed. What the hey? I can't believe it. Wow, that's unfortunate. I would think that the Dark Firaga would not do very well at all because, like, it's 0. That was a good counter. Does it heal, though? Oh, it does not. It does not heal. It does not heal. Oh, no. I gotta go in for it. I gotta go in for it. I gotta go in for it. Waiting on it. There we go. Here's 1. There's another 1. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, it's so close. Oh, it's so close. Oh, man. That was so good. That was so well. I gotta say, this drink to me is hitting me better when it's nice and cold, a little watered down. I love that. And I think that's because of that. This is a very, I will say, this makes for a really good dessert cocktail call. This is nice. This would go really, really well after like, oh man, like cake. Think of yellow cake. Yellow cake in this. No, wait. Pumpkin muffins. Pumpkin muffins. Chocolate chip pumpkin muffins. Specifically Anna's recipe.
Take this.
Oh, it's desserty.
Take that.
This would be really good in like a, I'm trying to think. If a candy tasted like this, I'd be happy. I think I could go home happy. Okay, that's a 0 I can counter with that. 8. That. I got that. And then we got another one over here. No, I was too late. Ugh. Whiffed this one.
Take that.
I need my D points. Give me my D. Give me my D. I want the D. I want the D points. I've got the D. I've got it. Now I'm gonna smack Hades with it. How's it feel, Hades?
Take that.
When you say feel the heat, do you mean that the bitch is in heat? Cause I'm in for it.
Take that.
This is a really weird bit.
Take that.
And I died, so it doesn't even matter. Bitch means dog, by the way. In heat means ready to mate. Man, that sucked. Oh man. Alright, time to go again. Bum 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 bum. Anyways, I see Cole saying, I'm glad you enjoyed the drink too. It makes me happy to see you enjoying it. I gotta ask this, Cole. Were you expecting to go onto the interweb tonight with somebody who had a full stock bar to make a drink that you had on your recipe list? Because to be honest, that would be a surprise to me. Especially when you're just scrolling through the interwebs.
That's it.
I see kids saying, Cameron, I thought this was a Halloween stream. Why are you dressed as Christmas? Listen here, smartass. It's the nightmare before Christmas in Halloween Town.
Take that.
So I'm dressed as both because the haters, I guess. Also, I see them twists. Third tries the charm. You know what they say? What death is that? 6 or 7? I think my mods have fallen asleep. I don't remember whether they counted the last one or not, so it's possible that this is number 7 or number 6. Smack him! Good to see you, by the way, kid. How are you celebrating Halloween? We're almost there. We're only an hour away from Halloween. Come to think of it. Actually, I'm gonna choose some of these guys. There we go. Oh, that's broken. Oop! Oof! There's the celebration! Woo! Woohoo! What a volley! My goodness, what a volley! Massacre him with the Mickey! That one rolls off the tongue a little bit better, right? Pretty cool. I see Cole saying, to be honest, I was not expecting a fully stocked bar somewhere in the random skew of the internet, right? I'm not expecting to stay this long either, but glad you did. I'm glad to hear it. Oh crap, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. That's really not. Oh! This is Halloween, kid. Like it or not. This is Halloween. Standing push-ups at a time like this, but I already died. Anyway, I died again. I think I've died 2 other times. So I think you should safely set that death count to 8. Maybe. Anyways, take a break. Do some push-ups. Because that's what chat demands you to do. It would have been really funny if you timed this during the fight. Because then I would have had to do the push-ups during the fight. And I probably would have done them even faster. Which is kind of comical. I'm just saying. You didn't ask for notes on the way that you implement these comedic outbursts, but now you have it. You thought that I only gave mixology advice. Oh, no, honey. Little do you know, I'm also hilarious. As told to me by my reviewers. I would never call myself hilarious without backing. Because that would just be pretentious. And stupid. Well, I guess technically speaking, if I market myself as a comedian, I would want to call myself funny, because if I market myself as anything else, it's not gonna work.
Feel the heat.
Oh, I want the 0. I want the 0. I want the 0. Where's the 0? There's the 0.
Take that.
I see Annie saying it's counter plus plus. I believe it is also count plus plus, but there are aliases for some of those commands. I just can't remember what they are.
That's it.
Dummy. With the sleets. With the sloots? Oh, wait, if I do... Wait, I can't use my... Oh, what's the point? What's the point? Oh, if I can't use my Heartless cards during this, how am I supposed to guarantee that I'm gonna get anything at all? Duh. 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 That's all I have to say about that. It's just duh. Ah. All right, this round, it's only sound effects. Ah. Ah. It means I'm acknowledging your chat, by the way. Yeah.
Take that.
Ah. Now this is weird. I don't want to do this anymore.
Take that.
No! Oh, please. I don't want that.
Take that.
Why would I do that? Cam, why would you do that? Why would you do that, Cam? It's not how the game is played. Come on, Cam. You're not doing very well right now. No! I need more! 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 No! I'm so close.
Take this.
Wow, this is going great. Oh my gosh. Anyways, if only we had a list of commands on reference. Yeah, that is something I've completely forgotten about, by the way, Annie. Thank you. I do need to work on that. I was too focused on just porting over the bot stuff to the Discord so that the mods could actually do stuff with it, but hey. I get you. I get you. Oh, there he is. Fire. I see Cole saying, as much as I hate to say it, I gotta get off the stream for the night and head to bed. No worries, my dude. The fact that you popped in as long as you did and contributed to the mixology on occasion? Dude, you're welcome back here at my bar anytime. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night, Cole. Be safe out there, be well, and happy mixing.
Take that.
Don't do it, please. I don't want it. I do not want it. Whatever you do, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. Attack bracer. I am braced for attacking. I'm braced for the attack. Temper flare? That sounds kind of cool. Oh, so good. This is it. This is it. It's so easy. It's so easy. Hades is so easy. I've never seen anybody struggle against Hades. At this rate, too, I'm probably not going to go for much longer than this. I might be signing off too real soon. I didn't think Hades was going to go down that easily. What a bitch. Hades. We've got a card for Hades. I've added Hades to my collection. I love it. But the question is, where's the Conqueror's real spit? Is it right here? Nope. Nope. There it is. I just gotta go up and around. Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. What did I say about pretty good? Right into a battle too. Pretty easy. Oh, there's the card. Good night, boss, says the Thang, Theovara Thang. It's already my bedtime. No worries, Theovara. Props to you for sticking it out till almost the very sweet and syrupy end. This has been fun. Hope to see you next time on another exciting episode of Man Drinks Dranky Drank while playing video game. Title in progress. Kudos indeed. Kudos indeed. Kudos spelled backwards is Seduck. So-duck. That is so-duck. That's so-duck indeed. It's almost Sudoku, but maybe if you're a little dyslexic or just don't know how to spell. Totally valid either way. All right, well, I think unless there's a boss after this, I think we'll pick up with Wonderland next time, because I love, dude, Wonderland. I've got a whole cocktail book with drinks from Wonderland, and I've got a whole weekend to prepare for it, so maybe I'll pull out another one from that book. I really like it. That was one of my first, like, real cocktail books, too, so any chance I get to make something from it, I do. Because usually I'm not even able to. All right. Let's see. Oh man, I'm echoing Pixie's words. To all good nighting. Good night. To all good morning. Good morning to you. Really? There's no way there's not plot here. There's no way. I can feel a pain in my side, specifically where my appendix is. Must be plot.
Why so glum, Nominee?
Oh, come on, Larxene.
Is there something that's been troubling you?
Could you be a little bit nicer?
Are you feeling awful about tinkering with Sora's memory?
Oh, with the guilt.
Or maybe you...
Layer on the
Cut
guilt.
it out, Larxene.
Yeah, seriously, Riku Replica. What, you've grown a heart now? Oh, because the bully picked on you.
Nominee?
And now you're gonna pick on the other people who get picked on.
Sora.
That's actually really
Is
sweet of you,
that so?
Riku. Props to you for standing up to
Don't worry. Whatever's
Larxene.
hurting you, I'll make
bully.
it go away.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. I see. Yup.
I swear it on this. The
Because
good luck charm you gave
Riku's got a soft spot for Kairi. So Riku Replica must have a soft spot for Nominee. Right?
That's just amazing.
Right?
It's almost like you completely made his heart from scratch.
Oh, and now
Nice
Larxene's gonna
touch
blame
with the good luck
Nominee
charm.
for inserting into
I
Riku
didn't
Replica the
know
feelings
you
of
could
favor
use
towards
memories
Nominee to protect her in
transform
times like
objects
this.
like cards into keepsakes. You
How
used
predictable.
the same trick on Sora, right?
Kinda.
You
right?
changed Kairi's good luck charm with your magic, didn't you? It won't be long before Sora forgets about Kairi completely.
Larxene, I'm gonna just be honest when I say
Then
this. You
it'll
have
be
a
all
very
yours
punchable
to-
You
face.
won't forget.
Huh?
No matter how much I change
Very,
his
very
memory,
punchable.
Sora will never forget
Very
Kairi.
punchable. I see Vinay asking, is that the same pumpkin syrup drink?
More
Depends,
false
which
memories
one?
of me.
Tonight's recipe,
Just make
which was the
me
pumpkin hold on, I'm gonna get this right. The Dunkin pumpkin spice whiskey sour. That's not this drink. This
I'm
drink
the
is actually
shadow of
called
Kairi.
Fall Through Fall, a recipe by one of our viewers, Colminez.
What's your problem with
A
that?
bit of a mixologist who popped in
That
just
should be
randomly
your
this evening.
incentive not to screw anything up.
I love things like that. So it's a
do a
drink
good
from the
job
it was a
rewriting
request. This is the
Sora's
request
heart.
drink, if that's what you're referring to.
Then you can actually be somebody and no longer just Kairi's shadow.
Lil Abe, I'm with you. Very punchable.
You'll be real in
This song
Sora's
made
heart.
me cry, saying Michael, the one with the da 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 da. That song strikes me as being very like foreboding and ominous. It doesn't have a lot of cry energy to me. But everyone's got their different like feeds and whatnot for that. So if it helped you get like the cries out, that's great, man. That's great. For me, let's see, what's the song that always makes me cry? Or like makes me cry, makes me feel the feels? Riri, which is the ending or opening to like an anime called Erased. That makes me cry. That goes like da 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 da. That one makes me cry. Because that anime is so good. And anime also makes me cry. What's another one? There's one oh you know what? No, here's another one. They're all anime songs. Here they go. And actually, we'll start things in Wonderland next. So I'll click the world card for it and we'll go in there. The song that I danced with Anna with at my wedding makes me cry, and it's called Eden, and it's from Fruits Basket, the new Fruits Basket. And that one's great. I see Vinay saying Blackbird by Alter Bridge makes me cry. I don't think I know that one. If it's got any of those like emotional like chord progressions to it, like that'll get the emotions in me. Oh man, speaking of crying, I'm sorry, chat, but you might want to shed some tears because this is the end of tonight's stream. This is our Halloween stream. We dressed up for the occasion, and that's all I've got for y'all this wonderful evening. It's a good one. I see, excuse me, Little Abe being like, Annie loves fruit baskets. It's so good. Actually, there's a Fruits Basket reference on this bar. If you didn't catch it, look for it the next time that you're back here with us here. So we're at the end of the stream, and it's a very... I wouldn't call it the bitter end. Instead, we're at the syrupy sweet end because of this cocktail that came from one of our viewers, actually, which you can make. It's called Fall Through Fall, an original creation by Cole from our chat, with 2 ounces of gin or Malibu, depending on how flavorful and forward you like your drinks, or whether you want the extra flavor of pineapple or coconut, for example, with your Malibu, not pineapple. Scratch that. Half an ounce of caramel syrup and half an ounce of pumpkin spice syrup. Your syrup is probably going to vary, but I've got these pumpkins, I've got these syrups from Dunkin, which I got from an unknown source. We also took the pumpkin spice syrup and managed to clarify it, and honestly, I'm sure there's a lot of things to do with it, so if you've got suggestions for what to do with this clarified pumpkin spice Dunkin swirl syrup, let me know by leaving a comment either on this video after the fact. You can also send a DM to me on Discord, and we also have an entire Discord server where we talk about the really, really weird things anyway. I will make sure to put a picture of this out in the channel after the fact so that we can all join in on the conversation. But until then, y'all, I got one other thing for you, and that's a week from today on November 6th, I believe, at Wednesday, 8 o'clock p.m., we're going to have a whole stream dedicated to mixology, specifically mixing up 3 different beverages inspired by Kingdom Hearts Re-Chain of Memories. I've already announced the character inspiration, so we'll have a drink for Riku Replica, a drink for Naminé, as well as a drink for Castle Oblivion. So if you're into mixology just as much as I am, I hope to see you next week at the usual time where we can all explore it together, and I'll tell you step by step how to make all the drinks, as well as a little bit of info of how I actually came up with the recipes, which I find a lot of fun in, and I hope you will as well. But if you're not into that kind of stuff, we'll just play games on Monday, and you can just skip Wednesday's stream, and we'll see you on the next Monday, and that'll be it. I see Nahivi asking any progress on the clarified pumpkin syrup. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. Check this out. I don't know if that's appeared on camera there, but that is orange, and it is clear, and it is looking good. I'll send more close-up photos in the Discord after the fact, because this is not the last chapter of that. In any case, I gotta go for the night, y'all. I gotta close up the bar. It's closing time, you know? Last call. But to everybody out there, if it's the evening where you are, have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night. If it's the morning where you are, I hope you're waking up with the day with your favorite cup of caffeinated beverage or non-caffeinated beverage, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your morning. Dawn, evening, twilight, I don't give a shit. You do well wherever you are. So, until next time, y'all, it's been great.